Abusia Mr. Obaswa no abomodin se obehye. Obaswa no abomodin se obehye na ye mobo nsem ni mu. Mami Agradaa yese ene okoye no. Appeal failed. Enti yensa aka mark 2. Ono no okọ ho. Yensa aka mark 2 ono no okọ ho nti no. Yenko tie de mark 2 wo. They see your court ho. Ti Obaswa, Mr. Obomodin sa obehye. Obaswa. Ani die kwanso. Obomodin sa obehye video yi amame. Ani die kwanso Mr. Obaswa, Obomodin na share mame. Obaswa, Obomodin sa obehye amame. Na mark 2 akasa. Yenkonko tie die esiye. Ewo court ho. Mr. Obaswa.
And thanks so much for joining me. I'm here.
All right. Abusia. Oh, so 1 second. Come on in here. Yeah, thanks in your bad. Oh, what's happening? I was jumping my chum, maybe. Thanks. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Why? My days. No. I was young. Mepa macho. Aha. Eye abrewana na radio. Na. Efa Mami Agradaa ensense mo ne ho. Efa Mami Agradaa ensense mo ne ho. Yeshe mo bose case we yebedi akire. Ai Mami Agradaa ensense mo no. Yeshe mo bose yebedi case n'achi. Mami Agradaa echie na ye kese yede na koto afiase no. Yeshe bose yebedi case n'achi. Na abra court share say yemfa Mami Agradaa mama part enkonkotum 15 years no. Ne lawyer no e kan say ombeko appeal se mukaya mebe boye e de kire matiefo se Mami Agradaa lawyers ne say ombeko appeal nya de say ombetena ho na Madam Evelyn judgment na wo de ma wo no e small court e no omukọ kan edi ene na Mami Agradaa ene ne lawyers ene ne kunu enjeresiama omukọ pio mu wo ensawom no ama saman court ene na appeal na Mami Agradaa lawyers ne ka so ombeko no ene na omukọ pie mu no omukọ ye no ye say ya ma omo ene chance bia say ombetimi appeal ntino appeal pending I nye say ya like omo ntimi appeal biem ye say like or later ombeka ho asem ntino ene said de na obi anim say nka Mami Agradaa ekofa appeal ama yakwa akotie de esi ye no ya fail no ya refuse appeal na ode bae no na mic 2 ekọ ho enti mic 2 na ema details no enti Mr. Obaswa bomodin se obehye na o bolave ne so enhwe ne kwa oba bomodin se obehye na o bolave no so TikTok de motai report ni penti se o TikTok a bomodin se ne die kwan so obehye kakra na obebo love no so e de ama minti no what happened e wo amasaman is it amasaman yes amasaman court Mami Agradaa ko pie mu wo ho eno na mark 2 e call ho 1 second mark 2 call ho ntini ye ma details ye ma de esi ye e wo ho
explain to you very quick on what actually transpired at Agrada's appeal pending bill application at Amasaman High Court today. So just share the page for me and then let's get the ball rolling and explain to you what actually happened at Amasaman High Court this morning. You know, Agradaa, you're jailing on 15 years in imprisonment with hard labor. And then in the 12th day, Okodemo, you're jailing on you're jailing on July 3, 2025. Then July 15, 2025. And one share page, you know, Amame, now for Yanchen, you could see Ebra, Agradaa kodem no say a kaka. This one you are explaining into we are just giving you a background. The jail no the man no 15 years, 15 years. You know, and defrauded by false pretense no count no true. The man 15 now 30. But the court can say on 7 concurrently 15 you know on 7 more. Apart from that, another count and a advert, court a fine of 300 Ghana cedis went to entry or back them 30 days. So sanity. Ubia could never be can say, yeah, man of 15, a 55555. They can't change that on any other way. When the Panantia see ye, and Tiasian say, oh man, 15 million, our several boom. And can you court to cast 17 concurrently? And can over 7 consecutively. So say, dear, we are not becoming account. But we are concurrent 7 in 15 years. The Banasana, the lawyers lead counsel, you were sorry, Baffle, ever can say. I'm going to appeal. Then it's your more filing or my appeal. I'm not filing or I'm a Saman High Court. Judge, I'll tell you, Odoyam for or say Ray. And it's a German and now almost free case in Agradaa and some prison and the Agradaa bar Amasaman High Court.
I was here a fain now joining Mr. Momomba Lavo so. A fain now joining my main crabina meant to us so. I mammy Agradaa mama part. Ye didn't call two and so woman Ghana for say on Koda mu yen fanning coy no. And no kwasem ye didn't call ye. And then Oceanataria or de idea nose mask akata nenim de and Yurafita bia kata nitinina. It was very hard for people to see her and all that. Inti you know crese Mami Agradaa or the muampa Ghana for 1 year propaganda bia and penimfoning jisika bia fanning kote bia. Inti ena appeal na ne lawyers ne can say on bekono. And then wo mokoye ewo Amasaman court. And no, and I'm like 2 my details and intino me pacho obia enti me back be.
Now before the ever change you know, I got that by you know, na prison attire and a man on the you know, a fita anything black and white, black down, skirt black down, and top white, a long sleeves, and omo and the yura fita aboniti, and or the nose mask. I said. Nanim ana ehene na no ena obetra zinti prison officer said by no some of them are very armed say a police for omoko program bi ana event bi a e was say one more fully armed no now there were some prison officers now armed you better say prison police me kind of if there is any that we call prison police, soldier for some more, soldier police for, in the society, men can say prison for a police for, some of them are well armed. I'm going to take it to true, and a man become one. Or the normal dress now, and a normal uniform, and a normal. Name call court for, but you can say, you got to court for, send a tiano, Yajumano, or call court, you have to register yourself and through the registrar, HSL with a media person, and ideally, I did all those. Go register my whole chair, the registrar, or introducing myself to the registrar, and then later granted the permission to sit at the court or in the court. And the court says, me chekono ena police ni ma ko bae mi phone na nya se ukọ court a yen fiti phone kra se wota titaki yen twa video e wo courtroom yen sa ade no e wo ho into of course Agradaa all those rules no Agradaa minimum into me call ye no ma miemia me phone me phone etro me so dey ana me sakura nkrem ena police ni ba na court police no e ba ye ofre me ena or send me from the phone, man. Our brand I make sure so many years, no better year. Namato. And the consumer who say, I tell them who say, a Siama, a Agradaa Courtroom. Sorry, happy. Also the P and I check. Anna, me who say Agradaa prison officers no signal. I'm an afraid Agradaa lawyer, Bako Aman. Or friend a man on minimum kind. And check. And I'm afraid me. Police for the friend, me catch me say. Remember, the court almost says, I am not allowed to sit in the court. Media men are not allowed.
Okay, Abusia, I have said no, Mama Minchire Mukakra. Abra media for Courtroom away from insider and a cheremimu. Mete say Mike 2 eka say Mami Agradaa and a mama pamono say on free courtroom hono. According to the memete yeno. Enya Mami Agradaa and a massa to me ni say yem pamono. Nemum eye jemeso and a can say. Se omo betimi a enka media no excuse omo kakra. Edina eye jemeso mom ene kaaye but enya Agradaa. Abusia entiyentie ne Mark 2 say onim de Agradaa lawyer no ne Agradaa kaaye ene omo pamo no. According to obi oben Mami Agradaa mo say a omo court ni bi say enya Mami Agradaa ne kan say omo pamo media fo no. Nemom eye jemeso enani omo lawyers eko kasaye say especially Mark 2 ebia na Mark 2 omunim say de bia o de Agradaa top no say de wo yese Agradaa ye nyina ye nim say de Mark 2 see ye videos for Agradaa ho no eno nti ena bia mesusu say jemeso nso ne lawyers ne kasaye say da bi Mark 2 ye hia no ho media fo ne nkono enti say de other bloggers ni bi kase Mami Agradaa na esan yi control say omo mpam nkrofo no pacho Mami Agradaa oni se bia ewo wa no ode kasa wo hwe ni picture me de beto so wo hwe picture wa kata ni tini nanimu nyina no enya no kre say ono no ma tumi say yempam nkrofo oni se bia wo nemum eye communication between jemeso ene omo lawyers omo koye ena lawyers no so ni mpanimfo ko kasaye eye request from jemeso said ebeya omo mema misinformation ebia he was trying to do that say bia bloggers ni ramu a ene said ye mame ba kwa or report from court or report from court no de bia oka no bloggers borura ho a ye hu omo si omo hu bi a omo si omo hu si eno nti na memi susu se no omo try say bloggers e call ho no ana media fo no ye nheda ma nkrofo bebre akwanya momu nkura ho na Mark 2 de ne de purposely no according to the mete ye no jemeso na ne lawyers ne kasa ye say omo mpamo Mark 2 nya den emfiri ho edi no Mark say wutia ene ye san hwehwemu yie na according to real information ya miminya ye no enye Agradaa ene pamo na emum eye jemeso ene ne lawyers ne kokasa ye say omo yi wu mfiri ho enti ye nuanom bloggers a ye mana kwakoye say empanimfo no ena atie Agradaa sem no omo respect law no enye sa na tie empanimfo no ni ho a omo kotie Agradaa sem so omo pamo media fo bi ada bi empanimfo ni ntimi nka se emra ne kita Agradaa nti no ye tie Agradaa sem sa Agradaa se ye mpamo obi ada bi nemum eye Agradaa lawyers fo ena de request ne koye Agradaa lawyers ene Agradaa ne ma na sofofo ne nkrofo ene sred lawyers ne say onfasem we ento omanim na yempam media fo ne nyeden emfiri ho nti ye request from Agradaa abusuafo ana ne nkrofo ne lawyers e di na chidi ne yeden ekoye na mom Agradaa ntimi nhye court ne say yempam media no dabi.
What is the reason? They couldn't give me any reason. And I went back to the registrar to complain about what has just happened. And the registrar was even shocked that somebody has even sacked me from the courtroom. And I started making calls to some people, police company for, and later they called the policemen Amasama court for them. And I said, no, they don't have the right to sack me from the courtroom. And later I was granted as such, and then sat in the courtroom. Enti sana ko bae. Eni e ko ye no. Court of
enti se utia my two say or de ne niema ni ID ne niema Emma court ni hu say or qualified to be there. Court there obi abetimi making a wish. It's up to court ni so mbe decide. Mami Agradaa nkorofo is there when you go to court I mean ukasama wo hu ono jemeso ne nkorofo no omo kasama omo so omo wish se court ne be ye saa ma omo na ena matu so kire mpanimfo se ono so deserve so obe wo ho enti mpanimfo ne cheke ye no na wo se Mike 2 e wo ho ewiase obia ne wish se jemeso call ye no aye pamo Mike 2 ye pamo nkrofo no eye successful a why board ne wish akọ ene ya granted the amano ena Mike 2 so agina mu se dabi menso menti ase menso me qualify to be there ena ono so aikeka niam asi animu ena ono so tena ho what you say enti no it's not like jemeso no any to me so obeye sa whenever you can obetimi aka o kan no nkire say ye ya ama there's no harm in trying what try or try say obeye de ebe boa wo no ena Mike 2 so ka say dabi me so meye de ebe boa me ena Mike 2 so eno so de ne de koye ena ye say dabi ena Mike 2 you deserve to be here
for say me be ko mu bi no we ti ho na no mu di asem foforo ani nu Agradaa case no so
and na anya successful no hima yes abusia ema obian get the whole thing wrong eye media no na e ka say Mami Agradaa ena e hye emra say yempam media no ena minya information say enya maame no na mom jemeso ne ka sa say jemeso ka eno nkire say court ni tie jemeso dabi eno nti no ka ye no don't try say like some of nkofo try some be yesa no Mike 2 so onim ni right onim se ono so waye media na che ena wakọ court ache ena ohu se dabi ena Mike 2 so gina amumu ane ho eno nti na court so omo hwe mu ana police fo e wo hwe mu hu se Mike 2 e deserve so obetena ha enti you cannot tell them so say oni hwan se obeyesa ono oye nipa te se mene o eye ne wish se oye de ebeboa ne maame that is ono ne wish aso court ne ti ase ama na yesa na dabi oye no anya yie court ne kire se dabi Mike 2 deserve so obetena ha sana abrabo we etie there's no harm in trying ono or trying the best baby adu no obi e prinity obi ye de ebeboa wono you understand and it jemeso an share wo mo eye request no mo de koye ena anya yie ena Mike 2 so kire se onimu mra no ena ono so kwatena ho that's what happened we are the obia ne de opese wo ye na aye successful ma wa pass it through anya successful ma wa one na wa lose sanity.
That wasn't happy seeing me in the courtroom. And I suspected so that Agradaa could have even influenced that my dismissal or sack from the court. That is what I suspected. When we were mono court one so I'm a court one and moon yakase the Musapa in Tina before them become crano. After time I reported me home at the registrar's office. Now I was in the genetic kaka. Emma will be Pia and Sana, who is in Agradaa to Yamako. And to me, China and Sana, Agradaa wasn't happy. And then calling the lawyer, and them so catch there. I can't about those. I can't remember. But it's over what they hope Pamomia, Emfa. Later I was granted that permission to come back to the courtroom. It's in a bedroom courtroom or now for my fresh case, but now I got a lawyer for it is now back to the substantive of the case. And then I got and then the lawyer for no more shit. No more say almost file application for appeal pending bail. As you say, a young guarantee application for bail the man appeal no man. Now say court also granted bail and for one of the examples, Pastor Lam issue no by he was sentenced to imprisonment, or he was sentenced into imprisonment for 4 years. And now appeal pending bail, and the bail was granted as well as the appeal. The looking forward to see the court, or looking forward to seeing the court granting them the application for bail and that of the application for appeal. Argue here. Say, I got that court, I was circuit court where during 15 years. Now, judge not here, Jabuno, or your bias, or any other that is their argument. Fact is, I don't possible to answer. Judge now near 7 years. 2. Judge now or chapter Agradaa, no your bias. I say, Judge now ma Agradaa, quite any witness be a mecassa. Into who is say, Sir, bias and any war no. Sir, and when or intimidating or court for no. Nina factor. I say, almost I can say. I give say, I got that demucha, and sana, and I got that demu, and sana application for appeal no. You better appeal once a week. I got that demucha, and that your man of bail no mra. When you bail no but there, then the appeal kind of simple application for the appeal no. Almost to me, across our court home. Sana and then really near man na Agradaa lawyer for a free court home. It almost kind of no and state attorney and also lawyer for Mrs. Coco and Mrs. Coco. Mrs. Coco, one of the lead counsels or Bayano. And also agree on behalf of the state, or minor. I can say, Debbie, Mammy Agradaa, money baila, and what they just say. Almost to say, court to do did not some coaching. A sentence no coaching. And Africa, what them on punching. And she identity of your man of bail. And now, Obefi, more agree was our we saw. Omodo man se mni na esi yese. Omo nse mo maka no nyina nti. Eni se court e grant ta bail no ma Agradaa. Ena court man ni muso. Mo share page ni fama na momo star no so. Momo love no so mama. Mo share page no e ma na. Aha na no kure no no. Aha na otia. Enguti o baabia no bia dada. Ni e beka no otia eno ano because I was in the courtroom this morning. E go do 9 o'clock a.m. If you want that is 1 o'clock crab upon. Sure. And one share page in mine, Hano, and no crano, I will. Hana out here, who say, me free my two. The radiatum, you didn't say much. I could never be no crano, the abremo. Indeed, one share page in the mouth of 4, and also, meaning I mention our me to see a penna. Mediatoso. Enti court ebe can say omo kasa we na lawyer for no state attorney any Agradaa lawyer for no nyina kasa we no na court so mani muso na all the assembly mu ayaba so mani muso be say around 11 mu na okoya about 12:30 akoba no na court sign a trust. Inti judge asemo kan ni nyina ye se o kire application ede nanim nia Agradaa lawyer for no ede ba ro kan ni nyina e kan se wo so ye bias judge no was a court ye bias o tiati Agradaa sai mani nyina o kan e kan state attorney almost so argument from the buyer and no so ewie no so man judgment and o kan say ono de sa allegations no more yes na the circuit court was being biased no he wasn't there and that issue is not before him and now ofa can say say na Agradaa or lawyers no atro I then any say now intimidate no no it is not also before him, that is before the court, the high court. Almost like I say na wa ma kwan ama Agradaa witnesses bi ankasa no o say no so ni nanim na emo no say wa appeal ni mu de ani ebrepa mu no sa allegation is nyina no age say appeal ni mu na sa no kwere betumi adaji na afi omo ka say Agradaa demu a ansa na ebe wi appeal no say ye beti so ama no say be ja no no na Agradaa twamfi ni bebre dodo enti court nyina so ma na bail and a court ka say afi kwa no ademu 12 days or the okomu July 3 2025 and then also July 15 2025 inchi 12 days court no ka say it is too early to grant such accused person now convict say man the bill pending appeal inchi okay can I cite some articles back in we've lost the Emma president ahodo omo issue bi ba na court jira so am an bill ni keka ho nyina cite all those precedences and then say it is too early na Agradaa say appeal ni ko ekoso a na so dan se wo mu ha sorry appeal ni ko so dan se wo mu ha onyi ni say obedemu 15 years na appeal no yawie enti onnam on grant bill no enti omo san fa nko na wa share circuit court say wa man 14 days say one so one expedite action ewo proceedings no so say na be ya na nsabeka lawyers no Agradaa lawyers no nsabeka proceedings ni nyina na appeal no o ma shasi enti sana ekoba ne Agradaa ekru esiama na wo ho omuwie ye no enkofo bebre ye kwa no pa ne enkofo ni court no ho sa am say omu kote say Agradaa wo ho of course mene amma wo ama brabo enana ewo court ho ono ko ba later it me can say asat say wo na two media persons per enana wo mene ama achire no me report yo adom wa eni pa be go pa eni pa be bre aba be go na obi so mo say ada no ba ho be bre am so ba so mo hu Agradaa am so mo Agradaa if you so on so anam so mo feel bad for Agradaa and that so nya bill and can o mani bagi ko fo be go ena pa omode no ekoye enti tintin no
abusia mame chip in kakra na de na ma 2 eka nyina ne se de ada vloggers ne bloggers e ka se asem no o ma gba ato agu no ye montungu ye mo asem ni ntungu ye appeal ne de still kan ne kan on besan akobiem na court e kire mu se ana opani a wotena asem no so kire mu se obekọ na wade docket no afri Madam Evelyn mo side na o magye Agradaa mo nso de na ono opani na obetena asem no so no wahwehwa asem ni mu afei e na omo de asem no aba enti omo ntimi nyina so enne enka se ye maami Agradaa bail se onko fie na ye mfa nhwehwa asem ni mu daabi ya pass ade na wie na mom ono court no wasom enti omo ma ne mre obehwehwa asem ni mu de nam so a Madam Evelyn etimi maami Agradaa 15 years no omo ba behwehwem na ya de Agradaa so nsem a wode court kire se ode aba na mom ontimi nhwe de maami Agradaa ni kunu ni lawyers de ba ye ne so enka se ene yi onko fie daabi omo ntimi ma ne nko fie ene na mom omo beje 2 docket ni na ye beje Madam Evelyn side na yaje Mami Agradaa de na omanya adaje atena asem ne so ahwehwem na afei omafre enti se ya bo asem na to agudie ye montungu ye said the other bloggers AC canon still they can still go ombeko biem enti omokoye no yesi omonko Mami Agradaa on sign call back to Ensawam prison na onko twen till se court ebe sign afre asem ne biem sa na ti enti ukote ne baabi se emra ne se ya bo ato agu se dabi won oni te se onkokra ya bo ato agu onkonko dem anya sa na ti ne mum court se obehwehwe asem no mu obenya adaje na omatena so ahwehwe docket ni nyina ahu de enti a Mami Agradaa ne lawyers esusu se court no abu atemchia Madam Evelyn eni o man di ni yie no na o ma check de enti a Madam Evelyn so di gina so a o ma Mami Agradaa 15 years no enti wey no I think say lawyer no a long way on say appeal no ebeche afei no wo betena so wo hwe Madam Evelyn de enti o de ma Agradaa 15 years na wo ko Mami Agradaa lawyers de omo so a document omo de aba e kire se omo bonyo so na years ne ye 2 hash no afei ena omo ba betena asem ne so na mom court kire se omo ntimi ma Mami Agradaa enkofie ne enkofie kina esan se afei na omo de asem no aba be dan omo enti omo susu se Mami Agradaa ntimi nkofie na mom on sign call back to Ensawam na case ne de ye ntontwene ye appeal no pende said ye ma 2 kan ye no on be sign akobiem attorney general edin bia emamu at the moment inti no pende na ye nhwe de court no be sign aka day a obe sign afre enti samre ya me no kasa de Mami Agradaa antimi amafie said ye adofo ne bi hwehwe said ye na nkrofo bi nim se ne okwa a enko obeba no wantimi ama na mum court se omonko no nhwehwe asem ni mu obe sign afre sanity
tintin ni tete nyina ne se appeal no now so bill no and a court one grant enti sa ena etie
o say Mark 2 say appeal ni de court asom nemo bill no ena one farmer omo tie ni ye said de be ya yem pass misinformation ni ade no where your court assembly we should be very careful how we put things out there. Mike 2 echo court was say appeal no court asom nemom say ye money bill say omra fie de oma money bill no nemom yanto ne request na e ya appeal ni de yanto anto antwene ya mo anto angu court asom say asama a wo de abai yate yasom enti ye bedi akire e de amaw ye kwa akohwehwem by say ye true asam ne to twene ye de oma anye saa esan se emra ene ye ka emra ne ye de ye adwuma wati ase nti se obi ekọ appeal a emra ni kwan se okọ ne ya ne ye ka se yato I think say it has to be more evidence and nipa ne de back answer enti court anto antwene ne mom say ye ma ne kwan ma ne mra fie sa request no so o mo de call ye no e na court say da bi ene me mfa mamo asem a mo de ba ye ne masom ne mom mensan ma Mami Agradaa metena fie de da bi me mane metena fie ne mom onkotwen e won sawam na me ni case na chi sanity
hey almost no sound how why no sound ya make kan today so just pretense no count no 2 the man 15 now you 30 but the court can say on 7 concurrent 15 you know on 7 more apart from that no another count and a chat advert no court a fine 300 Ghana cedis when you entry are or back them 30 days so sanity obia ko jira baby can say yeah man 15.
today at Amasaman High Court?
Oh, we wanted bail pending the appeal.
Okay.
And the court did not grant it.
Okay.
That's all I can say for now. But we still pursue our interest. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And prison officers said in by some of them are very armed. Say a police for program be an as event be a was say one more fully armed no. Now there were some prison officers now armed. You can say prison police, me can say. If there is any that we call prison police, soldier for some more, soldier police for, in society, men can say prison for a police for, some of them are well armed. I'm going to take it to and a man become one. Or the normal dress now, and a normal uniform and a normal. Name call court, but or call court, you have to register yourself and through the registrar. HSL with a media person, and ideally, I did all those. Go register my hot chair, the registrar, or introducing myself to the registrar, and then later granted the permission to sit at the court or in the court. And the court say. Metrono, and police in Macobae. Before, then you say, Uncle Courtra. Yen certificate phone, class or type. You get video, our courtroom. Yes, I did, into, of course, Agradaa, all those rules, Agradaa meaning. Into me call, my name, my phone. It will phone, Etro, Mesudi, Anna Sakura and Cream. And police nearby now, court police, a buyer or framing, and or sending from the phone, man. Our brand, I make sure many of you know better here. Namato, in sequence, one of whom say, and tell them who say, a Siama, a Agradaa groom. I'm an afraid Agradaa lawyer, Bako Aman. A friend, a man on the minimum of kind. And check, and I'm a frame. Police for the frame, I can't tell me, say, member, the coin almost says, I am not allowed to sit in the court. Media men are not allowed. And this I said, what is the reason? They couldn't give me any reason. And I went back to the registrar to complain about what has just happened. And the registrar was even shocked that somebody has even sacked me from the courtroom. And I started making calls to some people, police company for and and later they called the policemen Amasama court for them. And them say said no, they don't have the right to sack me from the courtroom. And later I was granted as such and then sat in the courtroom. Any court of fraud before sending me the common bill. No, it's no more dear, some for and in Agradaa case. And son, among your few home. Apparently, even Agradaa wasn't happy seeing me in the courtroom. I suspected so that Agradaa could have even influenced that my dismissal or sack from the court. That is what I suspected. Because me we mono court one so amasama court one and moon yekese the musapa ntina me before some be come kra no after some report to me home at the registrar's office no na was me gina chi kakra ema obi pia ansana police ni na grant me amako and me ko mu achi na ansana Mr. Agradaa wasn't happy and then calling the lawyer. And I'm so catching there. I can't about But it's over a board, Emfa. In later, I was granted that permission to come back to the courtroom. It's in a bedroom courtroom or now for my friend case, but now I got a lawyer for Akasa. It is now back to the substantive of the case. I didn't got that. I didn't lawyer for no more. No more, I say, almost file application for appeal pending bail. As you say, a young granted application for bail the money, appeal the money. Now, the court also granted bail and for money. One of the examples, Patalam issue by you were sentenced to imprisonment, or you were sentenced into imprisonment for 4 years. And now, appeal pending bail, and the bail was granted as well as the appeal. In the looking forward to see the court, or looking forward to seeing the court granting them the application for bail and that of the application for appeal. Omo argue here. HSA. Agradaa court no, I was circuit court where I jailed 15 years. Na judge na not here dwebu or your bias or any so many years. That is their argument. Factors are not possible to answer. Judge na ni so many years. 2. Judge no na or tiap Agradaa no your bias. Afi judge na ma Agradaa kwan any witness be a mekasa. Into who is say, Sir, bias na ne war no, Sir, Afunehuna or intimidating or court for no. Nina factor. I say, almost I can say, Omo argue say, I got that demucha, and sana, and I got that demu, and sana application for appeal no, you better appeal once a review. I got that demucha, and that, your man of bail, no mra. When you bail, you know about then the appeal, kind of simple application for the appeal, no, almost to me, after so our court for. Sana, and then when in your man, I got that lawyer for a free court for. It's almost kind of no, and state attorney, and also lawyer for Mrs. Coco, and I'm Mrs. Coco. One of the lead counsels or Bayano. And also agree on behalf of the state, or minor. I can say, Debbie, Mammy Agradaa, Omomani Bela, Emwa, the Chese. Almost to say, court to do dinner some cojin, a sentence no cojin, and Africa, Kodamum Punche. And she added a man of bail. And now, Obefi, Omo agree was up with so. Omo must have been there, say. Almost a moment canon in the engine. It is a court. A granted a bail ma Agradaa. And now, court money musu. Monsieur page in from now. Almost star no so. Momo love on us so mamma. Monsieur page no. Am I na? A hana no creno no. A hana out here. And go to your baby and will be a dada. Near Becano. What's here and one because I was in the courtroom this morning. They could do all before 9 o'clock a.m. If you want to, let us say, 1 o'clock grab up. Sure. Ain't one share page in mine, a hano, and no crano, a war. A hana out here, who say, me free mind too. A radiatum, you didn't say much. I could never be no crano near the abremo. Ain't one share page in the mind of 4, and also, meaning I mention our me see a penna, mediatoso. Ain't court. Ebe can say, Omo Kasawi and a lawyer for no state attorney. Any Agradaa lawyer for no in a Kasawi, you know. And I called so many Musu. Na, all the assembly more Ayaba. So my Musu bears around 11 Muhu. And Okoya about 12:30 Okobawano. Na, court to sign a trust. Inti judge asemo kan ni nyina ye se o kire application ya da nanim near Agradaa lawyer for no at the bar or can in a kind say was all bias, judge, no, was a good continue bias or Tiati Agradaa, Salamani no kind. A kind state attorney almost so argument from the buyer. And also so every end or so man judgment. And what can say? Or no, dear, sir, allegations no more, yes, sir. Now the circuit court was being biased, no, he wasn't there, and that issue is not before him. And now, Osaka say na Agradaa or lawyers no actual, I then any say now or intimidating no, it is not also before him. That is before the court, the High Court. Almost I say, na wa ma kwan ama Agradaa witnesses bi ankasa no o say no so ni nanim na emo no say wa appeal ni mu de ani ebrepa mu no sa allegation is nyina no age say appeal ni mu na sa no kwere betimi adaji na afi omo ka say Agradaa demu a ansa na ebe wi appeal no say ye beti so ama no say be ja no na Agradaa twamfie ni bebre dodo inti court nyina so ma na bail. And a court can say, I say, crown or them 12 days, or the Okomu July 3, 2025, and then July 15, 2025, inchi, a year 12 days. Court on the can say, it is too early to grant such accused person and convict, say, Oman the bill, pending appeal. Inchi, okay, can I cite some articles? Back with loss, maybe Emma president, I hold on, issue be by now court to so I'm an bill in the can win now. I see all those precedences, and then of say it is too early. Now Agradaa say appeal the question. Not for dance a sorry, appeal the question for dance a on you say. Obede mo 15 years na appeal no yawie enti onnam on grant one grant bill no enti almost anfa ne nko na wa share circuit court say wa man 14 days say one so one expedite action ewo proceedings no so say na be ya ne nsabeka lawyers no Agradaa lawyers no nsabeka proceedings ni nyina na appeal no o ma shasi enti sana akoba ne Agradaa ekru asiama na wo ho omuwie no enkofo bebre ye kwa no pa ne enkofo ni court no ho sa say omu kote sa Agradaa wo ho of course mene ama wo ama brago na wo court ho ono ko ba later. It may kind of say, Asat, say, two media persons, and our many ama. A chino, my reporter or Adum. Any public go pa, any public bray about the go. Now, who is almost say, I don't know about how we be almost about some who are gathered, almost some gathered. If you so also, I'm almost feel bad for Agradaa and that, so you are bill and can a woman better. What probably good. Kudu ena pa omode no ekoy enti tintin pil no tintin ni tete nyina ne se apil no now so bill no ena court one grant enti sa ena etie hey almost no sound how why no sound ya make kan nyina
Yeah, Simo. So me ho ye pa we de me frɛ wo ba abrewa na radio na enye bone we are with you me gidi say Mami Agradaa issue ya ekosi me sure say wahwe bi okay all right inti me monitor fa kakra ma wa na nanka me misa odi empese mbisa
which me abon
okay and okay say time ayede Mami Agradaa call ye nyina no me frɛ wo na wa be kire mu kakra kire ye na appeal na omuka say ombeko no ene omokofa Mami Agradaa mama part free and sawom ede ne call Amasaman High Court na omode ne kopie mu no ena otemuafo ana nipa wotena asem ne so say appeal ne de say omonsan hwehwe asem ne mu bie mu no wate ase but omonsan de omowish ba ko bi kan ho say court no emma Mami Agradaa bail nanka omra fie nti owo fie a nanka court ne yeden hwehwe asem ne mu ena court ne say dabi appeal na omopeso court ne san hwehwe ne 15 years na yede na kotomu no eno de omate ombedi akiri by say yamma ne kwan ema ne nsan mra fie de eno de omontimi ma ne kwan nti onsan konkodem na lawyer me bisa say eno no sa no ede enti na nka oma ne kwan ama wa ma fie na nka oma nhwehwem
said that no friend, sorry, Michelle is here for. Said that no friend, I can say. Usually, when you are sentenced, say you do what semi now you're sentenced, so whether a year or two, yeah, usually no bail count. Won't me apply for bail? When can I say? Minim Ghana for send on your money, man. Sometimes me kasana me chichi man no kakra.
I think say Ghana you need British for the law na
totally different.
I bet my appeal because say o mo na bibia.
Yeah, but when you are sentenced, you're sentenced to say the Mami Agradaa say you don't have the right to bail. You have the right to appeal. And I will appeal, say appeal, and you will sentence so no process no. Your lawyers. Into your lawyers bet me appeal conviction a number of years or more than amount, no bet me appeal whilst you are still serving your sentence.
But on to me mafia.
David, once you are condemned, sorry, well, you're condemned to jail, sana. You ain't mean Belu. Meaning, I mean, can
yeah, that's fine. Go on. Yeah,
you ain't mean Belu. Ubit me appeal, but you ain't mean Belu. Say, Bill Crabbe, I know in exceptional circumstances to say, Nipano war, last time, Nipano war, Arabia. Yes, so what can I say? But I know and you're likely. Once I do to me, dear Bill said, Bill, I say, yeah, true for now. Yeah, you're both charges, and I am both charges, sir. And we're betting my bill. It's about charges here, you do owns I didn't buy. You was same, you do was same over 2 years, 3 years. A competent court of jurisdiction are convicted. I'm a number of years, so can I quit them one? Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, make sure where you are not. I was in between where maybe someone was like, how is that possible? But when I make a jurisdiction, be honest, and I'm more interpreting on my laws. Which is oh, Casafa or more dear one. They said they will book I don't want to do that, yeah. And it's like most times, Casana, no, in terms of Ghana for law near day. But with a hassle, I can boldly tell you, so once you are convicted, your amount, yes, you was started with jail time, no. Yeah, my bail, by a bit to me, I appeal, say, my life imprisonment, I bit to me, I appeal, and then maybe a committee by maybe 25 to life, and then my say, young Kukuma, kind of death sentences now. And it's a bit me a committee to life, and I am now 10 years, a bit me to swab. That's what it is, and all that process near cost no. You are in serve because you already been condemned to go into your serve with jail time. Into a baby and I say will appeal and you're successful. Now I'm funny say maybe I am out 10 years. My funny say I'm out 10 years. But we are appeal no, you are test about 5. Now in the process of a more appeal no, what now jail hold for let's say 2 years, it appeal need take it 2 years and say successful. Automatically, so 2 years will be deducted from 5 years now the amount. What I say?
That is a Becca 3.
And that is a Becca 3. Now I did that. Once that is done, now I test so then I count 3 years. Now it says a whoopie. Say I'm out take number of years so about 2 years or so. Now appeal no take it 2 years. That means what several time now whoopie abonting. That is what it is. Me shut down. Lawyer, condemning yeah.
Mami fa umra ha say enti no aha no de se ye ka say ye de ne ko ya sentence ne se onko na ye ko say ye ma ne bill say o metena fie ne ye hwehwe mu ne de UK mra mu no enye sa Ghana de de okay
Ghana yeah on me
and Ghana lawyer no antwe mu bebreba judges ne ka say o mo ntimi mfa ma no enti won call back enti wa call back na the mpesa me say bisa bi mu ne say no ne evidence ne ensem o mo de koto court anim say Madam Evelyn judgment na wo de mama mi Agradaa no o mo feel say court en hwehwe mu bi mu no ye ka say ye hwehwe mu ene say the court age omo niema say okohwehwe mu no etimi che ana say etimi ye quick.
Oh, so everything is under the same appeal processes, isn't it? Appeal can take up to a year. Appeal can take up to 2 years. It depends on how. Oh yeah, it depends on how busy. Who's the court system? And you say the one court shop or court idea who drew a while. There's nobody standing at the checkout. No, you could share what they now will. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Court process. How we bring court process. When so most people are appealing their cases and all that. And appeal can take up to a year. Up to 2, it depends.
Yeah,
but again, now we're talking about Ghana. They said, earlier said usually when you are convicted, you're not bail. You can't even apply for bail unless in some exceptional. You see the word exceptional circumstances be. And I will bet me, it's up to the court some granted and among granted. But usually they don't even do it. Once a Ghana possible, condemn you are betting me apply, say a mouth bill, not brief you whilst you are appealing your conviction. Into A, B, and a Ghana, no, only to me up on your matra, a speedy way up.
And they are not my friend, it depends. Ghana, dear, a be no matter speeding up. Been so a normal process, no.
Normal process, normal process, so normal appeal process. It can take a year, it can take 2, it depends on workload, court and workload and all that.
Because Obikra Trust Ebikra na more cases be breed the ones are Agradaa.
Exactly. I'm sure say cases be breed almost so pay appeal, almost date for appeal near there. It's a bit silly, so could be normal process, so it can take up to a year. Or 2. Again, it depends on the workload. But to say the own medical treatment, Ghana would to me bail whilst I are convicted already. Or make me for crime so as speeding away up.
Okay. Lawyer, Mammy Sam Mra has said quickly, okay, say last me do about program is so. Okay, say appeal ni bi wo hona so mo kono ma anye careful. Yet na asem ni so a na ye hwe Madam Evelyn judgment no kro de ma o mo na. Court no kra timi ka say oh ye hwehwe mu kra no Evelyn Madam Evelyn no kra no wa ma o yes ne keto mu timi san de bi ka ho right sir
say the last time I must say maximum sentencing for we tried this normal the born was 25 years if me kaya and that years and so at the same time so it's up to the judges kind of sense discretion. And to judge you see the discretion instead of all money maximum 25 and a man 10. Almost say sorry, money 15, right?
Yeah, money 15. Almost say almost I was say 15. Yeah.
15, okay. Instead no judge you see the discretion or the year. But according to last time then I say if the American my memory serves me right on Kwandia. Maximum for that charge is near 25. If you are found guilty, 25. And now judge the money 15. And see, some appeal no, based on more documentation, evidence, whatever more they call for appeal. Some more, not some more to me improve your more case. because don't forget it's appeal. No, you're on echo. On state no lawyers na echo. State no lawyers is just as today I'm call for kind of say bail. State no lawyers almost argue to reject the bail. No. The same way it's gonna be for the appeal. So state no lawyers is a bail. It's based on more evidence on what they call for appeal. Say. I don't know because I think maybe say a guy now no Casano when say judge was biased or whatever. And he said if more documentation
more documentation or more the command court and any say na Madam Evelyn ne chidifo 2 hash no more tia Agradaa afi so omama Agradaa nkasa Agradaa witness a court no Madam Evelyn mo ma kwanya enti di omo de call ene no say Madam Evelyn omama mi Agradaa 15 years no omo feel say oni Agradaa ne ye because na otia Agradaa wa ma ne kwan kra say won express ne ho yi enti omo sre court ne so on san hwem enti basically no Madam Evelyn ni omo andi ne yi we no omo submit ende.
Okay, now maybe I know so this question is not for you, but maybe finally I make an answer question will be not correctly. Was it Agradaa that was meant to speak on her behalf or no lawyers and I say Casamano? Because so can also lawyers and say Madam Evelyn and Agradaa crime and I expressing in we was Agradaa the one and all defending him and our lawyers and a defending
Pediana Mac 2 can lawyers and then submitted this document. I think that it was documented there. It might be BB I try and BB then they submitted it and also opposition.
I mean, besides said that the all kinds of Agradaa man I expressing who court which is the previous court.
Yeah.
Anytime maybe I said was Agradaa the one defending herself. Into now man and I expressing one I say she was represented by other people.
That's what they are saying. Say mama ne kwanya manan kasa. They na court ne bisa no mama manan kasa na otia. Yeah.
Well, with the judges, no, to be honest with you, I mean, to be fair with you, I'm on party, and judges, they do that a lot. But, and no, say, if Oma, because we are a representative, when I say Kasa on behalf of Agradaa, the only time Agradaa make Kasa is when your friend as a witness, or your way. Yeah, to turn on either an examination in chief or cross examination. That is the only time Agradaa will have the chance to speak. All the time, meaning say lawyers in the Kasama Agradaa has anything to say. So Kabu lawyers na assume then they will stand up and talk. It is so say Agradaa yam mane kwai manan kasa mentia say a hope. But if a no they qua forming, it is a weak argument. Means what I say it is very weak because Agradaa doesn't have only all right to speak, but it is only when she is asked to. So and I say whether you are the defendant or the victim, you cannot just get up and speak. It is only when Awujina Adakanumuna either say wow lawyer Abisa Wonsem and the other opponent Obisa Wonsem. That is the only time you can speak. It is all can say, Agradaa crime and say, I want to make a crime, but if that's what they are going with, it is a weak argument. And at the second bit to say, or say, judging was biased. Well, it's because a judging is biased, and makes me I interpreting say maybe because a judging is biased, there was error in law, one year application of the law, because once a judge or anybody is being biased, that means they are not following the rules. It is point blank. And they say if that is what happened, then there might be error in judgment. It's a no is no argument, a mood. But that is a weak argument because judges do that a lot.
Okay, let me say, the old Canadian mood, but say a
weak because even normal lawyers, no prior judges, so that is not weak. But Bakunoka said the judge was biased, and if and meaning says,
yeah, was biased or money, yeah.
Okay, so let me understanding that means there was error in the judgment, and I said there was error in law, the application of law, and when applying here, that the appeal court can look into it. Normally, we say if truly, because who are alleged, say this is what happened, almost they were not there. And so you need to provide evidences and documentations and trust that is what actually went on. It is almost shared, no one say yes, the whole day board, it is what it is. And then they will look at it again, all over again. Makes me try on all over.
Okay.
Makes me started try on it being no more.
Abalola, me pacho, enya maktu ne kanye ni lawyers, Agradaa lawyers ne kanye. Why? Abalola, Agradaa lawyers ne kanye. Why? Thank you. Pacho koso.
And no, I say appeal courts and find fault in error in law. They can omit me we try on the or omit me started from the beginning. So that they are everything will go smoothly. Law will be applicable exactly where it needs to be applicable, so applied.
Okay.
Now fair, just fair and just akoso.
Okay. Enti lawyer mama san fa wo mra ha sei. Enti sesia no wantimi anya bill no say o metena fie na court enhwehwe mu no nti ya sign de ne call back. Enti sesia me no ka say no court say on call back to inside one prison. No mo bu case na chi. Omo de ne ba ye kra encheye. Eye too early say on beba say yemfa ni nkofie. Was a court no ehwehwe mu eno so no court ne dika.
I mean, you don't have that way, you know. You don't have that right to bail. You can only appeal. Unless say we are said it, or Arabia, I've already explained them. You saw what I said, and I said. But the court no so I can say, money bail. Or name ABR or a threat to the society. Don't say, or you're more reports, they don't really say arguments and cause so. Maybe Omuka and but the media way the guy was speaking what the state prosecutor said.
Yeah.
The state prosecutor said Omuka and cry alone. Make us say main review, make us say yes strong argument enough cry center. Judge the big dinasaka so okay idea yeah my name for maybe they said more say or a threat to the society because we share a choir of fast so maybe they said more. I don't think the prosecutor said just those few words and then
auntie ususu say ebia court no eni o me den animu kire say ebia wo ye oba like yentimi manem ba maybe there might be a lot of things attached to it until you send the call back to inside
and call back if not ebia prosecutors might have said say say a choir the fast so AJ was the question fraud and what's it called pretense of identity advertising whatever and say ebia also, I'm showing the character. The prosecutors make judges. The prosecutor must show the character outside of the prisons. Okay, they will say, "Oh, you're afraid because or you BBC say, they dupe or they scamming these people." And again, before almost sentencing them, not prosecutors will prove that I just say a convicted based on side DNA be that. Until they could provide that to the court, they can argue that to the court to say. Or a threat, who Jana Manaqua, like so, but say, side, high. Or when that publicly vulnerable, ain't my name.
Not just say, Yenti mean Jano, ye publicly, you should say Jana money bar. You name the only baby young crowford, and yes, say, you be Jana mana ba into on court na yen to a case in so.
Yeah, obit me our whilst the appeal is ongoing, obit me our but what the public is safe. And she said that was the it makes sense. It makes sense. Lawyer, my main sign for umra, yes, see ochina. Say na mate se ochina. Or soft be a friend appear bibri council. And any will case I ochina so yes, I so. Na no to law no, and ya Ghana cry in general no. Ye betimi asan akofa ne biom asan de na kogina asem foforo anim abra oda afiase saa no so it will be called prison sir won't mean sorry ono so no sisi ya je ne pay free nsem nso no ntimi mfa ne pay enko ana omba ndi so kan so fa obi a free prison e ma ne ba e be gina court there is process say we apply because prison very kind of thing prison hospital now, procedure and rules and regulations are follow. Into there is process. Once me for phone in first or it's na yano, fanny bra, no more the number. No, you need to go through the process.
Not to say example, appear biblical or the command court and court ma order say young cofanning free home ra obeba.
Yes. So court and ma order on to me ma. They have to or not to me fan a plea. And I say prison officers for 19 confine and a police officer in confining free home. Is right now no. Anytime he needs to come she needs to come out of the court, so out of prison to court, it has to be court na my neighbor.
Okay, lawyer, not just say pedia okay. Say obia the case be a different be obia the court na court some na ye court grant say or mama permission say young kofana. It doesn't matter say ya man of 15 years is so uncle them. Other cases need beyond so still go on.
Oh yeah, so we're a different case altogether. So cases need the same. We case about court and manage judgments. Other cases are manager. If she needs to be present, don't forget say there are certain cases she can case bit me akoso wabra oni ho. Okay. What I say, case bit me akoso wabra oni, and there are some cases she needs to be there, especially if say they are omo be bua asem, for instance so be bua asem there, so unless say oyare or you're indisposed, so you're indisposed and on be bua asem there on because nipa no oyare obey them all.
Let's say ochana de ya okoi say enye say ye ba be bua asem no finally a obetimi aka say on corner obi agine mu ama no
that deal say exna we be say omo de ne be buy na make say prison for na intimi ka so omo de ne ba and omo de ne court. It's a court na ka say fa ne bra unless say before court ebe she date say we ba appear in court no. Now the victim and the defendant is already aware. So unless they've put the application through already, stay the only yan or court china.
Okay. Now say in case say court no at the court ni inform police for the letter come prison for say watchina. Let's say watchina or court be or bekwa. Agradaa lawyers ebetimi so abamwa beka say like on ti member almost betimi the letter be ama court and say or more clients na say Agradaa nti member nti no omo benyi obi obegina ne namu ama o ma started with the case no.
They own to member, they have to give a reason. I didn't know own to member. And I mean can she's indisposed.
Okay, longest. Thank you.
Sorry. Or Yari, and if she's sick, she's sick. She can't make it. But say one more tangible reason here, or clients ain't me present in court, then you don't have a reason at all. Well, of course, what makes me like I say own to member, they can. They say they could have said own to member, but on money buy. It is about all Kokasa own to member. They need to give a reason to the court. I didn't know own to member. Maybe or Yare and I BBS or you know, you need to give a reason. Then court need to mean for sitting on bracket and nipple. Once you have a good reason, they will just oblige with it. Until
not just say 15 years now or almost CCA. Any different case be a beko biano, they will still carry on with the case. It is ano eba say sa case when so obia let me wa say 30th. Sa other case when na appear a day kono. Nyame mfa samba my bad. Say in case say anko ye ama Mami Agradaa and also judgment ni be different. Abra wo wa fiase no. How would they say no be say aye ombe ade years ni to di owomu. And obekọ ni nyina abo.
That you also say we know it is almost a concurrent. Concurrent sentencing. You can say, let me explain it in a very simple term. So I can say your sentence will be to maybe 20 years concurrently. Either say Nipan or maybe 3 cases and 3 charges. First one maybe a man 8 years. Second one a man 3 years. Third one a man 2 years. That's it. That's 8, 3, and 2. On 7 in concurrently. Or best serve the highest sentence, which is the 8 years. What I say? The highest sentence, which is the 8 years, and a nipa never serve it. Because 3, 2 no will eat into 8 years no. When a sentence is concurrent, and nipa serve the highest sentence. The other ones eat into the highest sentence no. But conservative one, when I say I can say or 7 conservatively. Say the manipa no 8, 3, and 2 nipa never serve it first 8 years no, or serve 8 years ni real. After no, I said 3 years, Nasi. Was 7 no soon, yeah. No, I have 2 no. It's all kind in our boom, saying I'm not good at math.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Exactly. And so that is the difference. And so the reason why into like what can appear then is the appear then oba. It's a different court in AD appear case, I'm sure.
Yeah, different, yeah.
And to say a man be a year. I'm not saying say your man be I'm hoping your man be but just because you're educated I want to your man be say a year. One can say on serving concurrently because she's already serving a sentence.
Okay.
Into that year will be there. Into as soon as she's done with her 15-year sentence, we're beginning with the 1 year.
Hey! And not just say 15 years away now, a woman. Say cases be a pendy be so a successful nase and also your bemani years. Obe chat 15 way now or we are pen or saying chat another one.
Or the other ones because we're a different case. Where we were, I think it was 3 charges in one case. Then Omubano, I think 15 years each. Then Omokas on 7 concurrently. So the reason why I cry all 7-15 is because each was 15 years, maybe. And so there was no minimum. The ending now was 15, and all 7-15 because everything is together. So Omoka say all the charges, but could be a 15 conservatively and or 7-15 where we. Area be begin another 15. Area be begin another 15. So another 45. But because of cast on any concurrently, that is the reason all year 15. And see way aside any other case where you're lucky, not say or more successful in the cases. No more additional years or be really 15-year sentence. No, then we beginning with the other sentence. That's how it is.
Hi, lawyer. Anodin. Na yes watch na one Empress gifted the na appear the no Empress the ne the or can say or allege okunima me obinium as a defamation and also no
a civil case.
And we a civil case in Tianun Timim fanning Quefias and
a criminal case.
And your
criminal case. No, a civil case. And I know to me money to say Come be born in no mark or my yes, I cannot into be a 6 months a year, but I know a civil case in
the defamation, Tino. Your corner say Empress every near, ye be bonica.
You be bonica, that's it.
Ye bonica, no damages. Now, appear the no swear, they will say ye na deja at TV station, no swear.
I said, always as I know, criminal offenses. Those sharing of nudity, then yes, civil.
Auntie Obi at the Janice at the end of the civil case in the other civil case. If name or work with Fiasse.
Yen Betty say, I know guilty.
Just appear case and also no, I more do.
Yes, a more do in what sense? Social media and work, is it?
No, based on the worker say. Obi adejano and also yetimi de tumu and I may dream who say in case say be a your corner say ankoye ya and also ya another problem and on a may dream
but I don't know Kai say a argument people you know it makes me argue I didn't hear a blue car but it makes me argue and that
and no so and no lawyer no Agradaa lawyers bet me argue a blue pan no my and white and no funny wedding.
Bet me argue for you know a funny wedding until somebody is found guilty no only panonia guilty.
Okay.
Until competent law court of law can say or you're guilty of any actions no because lawyers they are very good in terms of a money defense lawyers are very good. Yes, it is a criminal case but only to me you pa we have good grounds and so argue
grounds appear across him no more boy to
any conviction be but the state you see good who the state prosecutors or more crowd this case so we good almost making a secure conviction into that conviction for secure the person is already serving a 15-year jail sentence already it's on beginning that one unless judge can say okay the person is already serving a sentence only concurrently then fine but that was everybody sir
okay lawyer na me say form rana appear there no no let's say me time issue ni koso no example na me I'm not saying say Mami Agradaa yes sir say Mami Agradaa de na deja e kire wo TV so no se na and crown on your more hosty show no ane can ho 3 4 na omu nyina ate ho bi no omu nyina nso emra mu ye betimi afọ maka ho ana nipa na wo show ye ne nko a
nipa no show ye no because I don't think it was because I remember by those times I mean some time on Facebook. I remember I got to know about it. It wasn't Agradaa that showed it. It was her TV station that showed it. It was a make I say Agradaa lawyers are good at. I didn't know blue pa. But makes me argue my over funny wedding. The reason I make pass as they say that thing was showed on her TV station,
but not
on her orders. On her orders. On a castle show. Okay. And I mean, when that was a video that came, factors so this are. You got born no me continue when I appear when he factors so. This I didn't know that so. It was on her orders, and I had the truth, right? And so in this case, no, she as a person, I'm fine, you know, and crying saying and show. She gave orders. And see, it was showed based on the orders that will give you.
The man in Colano.
And in Colano, whoever did that thing, Nipana will show you and Colano, so bet me a chain.
Honestly, bet me a chain.
Yes.
And Agradaa na, lawyer meba. Agradaa na, or ma or mo to me say, Moon Show, me na me CEO of Today's TV Moon Show no. Or no one kasa, running anybody. Na, wa, we your host at that time will be so. I will show you no. Once I'm running ubedi. Now what if appear nankasa okita case ni kase? Mayi Agradaa nko da ni nyina free mu. Agradaa nko na me pese running and daily no so does it work that way na emra no so ma asoma wi.
Appear a victim, right? Say state a short criminal case moi. Appear I mean no don't let me mention a victim has no right to say me you way free anyway ko. So state is so moi as a victim who need rights or better say okay I'm fine go home you know no I can so state assume for assault no person more prosecuted for assault I will better say yeah who ja e James now the miracle state is so much state assume it is a state assume na say unless okay complain no one bo biadi or they just mama ne penekoye mama no so now everything defending him say okay yes I'm an accomplice me kwa me ma orders but it wasn't just me it was this that not those people no lawyers be dealing with those people now munya ba become
oh okay lawyer me ba enti wo kire mu say appear submitting the case no so submit Agradaa nko a na de ne koya Agradaa so yi ne ho ano a obetimi yi ne ho ano a kire court say me ne enipa sumasi and a way and even cross or status or be casacra it will come itself because or status or be money statement or be chere na kra will show ye we I will show you and no na be ma state no so afre akola bia will show you
those people yes
wow
Interpia has so with Jama obitna reporting about because I think I mean let me not say what is on my mind crying I think this thing is based on hate. All this thing is based on hate, if I'm being honest. And see, brain, why is one person suffering for it? I mean, let's be honest.
Not just saying, brain, say, or the Bequa. I also be
everybody has to go. Say, Obia at that time, or or show that thing, or in the program, everybody has to be responsible, not just one person. So, with the hate, incident is based on hate. The hate needs to come out. Omo obia nkoyina no at least obia kwakọ no obia nya 1 now the main corporate now give you orders ni kwanya 2 at least justice aye juma but who yes selection of just now that's not right until maybe he has just reported my money pay but if I were Agradaa I'm not going to go down alone I will also
Agradaa na cross start say ono so e boni nkro a kire court na it will bring people's name.
It will bring people in, that's it because
so definitely no, it will come up.
Yeah. It will bring people will just confiding bim when and then new people now more bim maybe right now no Agradaa pay and you didn't work appear list necessary on the show na deja. I got a penny.
Table na appear shaking no dey na on break kakra. A big table pan o shaking is ano.
To be honest, if I was Agradaa, I'm not gonna go down alone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going down because at the end of the day, I have already been condemned. So it didn't been a baby try a baby.
You go already.
Don't go down alone.
Me da form the denti.
I've seen my face already.
What can I make you become?
That's it. And so more involved in that because that was a criminal act, and a lot of collective of people. Do you get it? Yeah. So why should she go down alone? Why should she be singled out? Say, because that's not right. That's that when I said you're gonna for them, you're being correct because you're the time you're and it's very bad. Nipanon penasem no yeah the papa cry. Just say what she's done. When you need just say me where I stand. In fact, time yadi. Me them run a year. You want to send them run? I say dini pepe and they say a several bia. So if the woman is being charged for showing nudity, or more we in the show, oh, she gave the orders. But if I was working for Agradaa, now one mommy orders. I mean, for being Adejan TV, so I mean, I'm a share machine. I can choose not to do it.
It is said, my friend will phone you, sweet. Me, my coin, and my okay candy and yamra. Assemble, men not page in the many
exactly. Until you have the right to say, oh, yeah, me show, all the compound for the show.
Yeah,
but so who show you've become an accomplice because we you know my gang have together to release that nudity no. Oh, she gave the orders. Who bet me I can say me here. Who should TV next? Who you want to me sorry if you been couldn't survive the bow assume machine next. Who you show that means willingly. We don't want my orders no. If for instance it's Agradaa can say ni panu kukuni mara ni baba kukuni mame. I believe no. This appear issue is not just her. I know that's so because like I said that time now I think it's about 8 years ago or so. Now I was very very let me initiate into the only thing I was doing just watch social media videos. It's mean say a lot of people are involved in that thing. It's not just her. She should just on defending the who ye or appear an issue on defending the who ye. Because she's not gonna go scot free because she's done it. One and my orders name in the TV station crying it's on to me and you won't film completely so you're innocent. But say a more no 2 years the offer 1 year, the offer 6 months, the offer 2 months, or no she find their man. A man coil on. She should just defend them, like I said, on defending we with a an issue, on defending we because she has just been singled out. And on one man of those charges, she's not the only person that did that thing. A lot of people did it.
And yasem kitwa.
Yeah.
Lawyer, Matty, you better was it. Send me friend when I'll buy. I mean, sure, Matty.
Okay.
Bye. Abusia lawyer na ye de no eba so a ye beje enchiremu no. Enti no se wo tie Abrewanana radio wo hwe Jemisa. Ni nyina ne se Mami Agradaa yamfa bill no ama no. Samre ya me ne wo kasai. Ai ye de no akwakoto ensawo mu back enti se wo Facebook na wo YouTuber picture ya edaso yi Mami Agradaa na ode prison for duku no ode aboniti and ode nose mask ahyeniti and o hye ne prison for ensawamfo atare no top white and hye no and wasiniti ase enti ono no nti won say de na osi call you know say people engofo ntimi an capture ne ye aha won say na nipa wo hopa enti na o say o mo protect no enti Mami Agradaa no ai obo fa dade fa eno no enti enei yamfa ne pe ama no yesi onsan enkonkodam na court say omaso asem ni mu nti omokoye nhwehwemu ena lawyer ka say ebia ebetimi adi 1 year ebetimi adi 2 years na Mami Agradaa da so dem na omo hwehwemu ebi nso a depending of na sem no ene say the lawyers ne pese omo ye no ombetimi speeding up ama no ena ema mfi so say enkofo bebre na akwa appeal a omo cases ewo ho entinya ono ne de we no ombetimi apeke ne ntem enti na chese ne krakra ne say onsan konkodam nti appeal no so it take time yenim da omo be frɛ obetimi adamu 1 year obetimi adamu 2 years obetimi adamu 3 years still na court say omo guso omo ye investigation no na che say eno no nti Ghana fo a na bebre ebo contempo ekekam ana omo ani abre ana omo su se emra no ene de mate asem de ne Ghana fo empanimfo ana se Ghana emranimfo a kire mo se omo nte sese de mo kano no omo mfa emra nanim ntwitwifo emra emra enti omo di so pepepe enti wo ana mo amomema force information say court no say no dabi and say can say amasamai high court omo tena asem ne so no court say Mami Agradaa on sign call back Mami Agradaa sign wo another case biemu a ochena one empress beko eno nso so me bisa lawyer kire mu say empress de ne defamation enti no sa defamation ne de eye civil case enya de a eye ade bi a ye betimi ama ne yes nemom ye tena asem ne so na Mami Agradaa difo a ye betwa sika ama ne se ontua ma empress se otimi tua na che se oni empress o mawie nemom sika me pacho enyima no nsi bone me kire se empress ewi ni case na eye defamation enti no ye mfa Mami Agradaa enkoto afiase ana ye mma ne yes bia nemom ye be hye sika se ontua so otimi tua ma empress gift ya wanya ne tie didim se wantimi antwia ama empress a eno na court ka se wantimi antwia enti ne onkonko dem enti woni empress de no ochena ena baso enti eno no de enhya da ni wait bia saf mema dwenkere esan se ye kona wodifo a ebe ye sika enkonko ye yes ena wosan wo another case eno so ye 30th eno ye osofo apia biblica osofo yi kire se Mami Agradaa e show na deja bema na deja edaso meka na deja obema na japade a edaso na Mami Agradaa ene ne nkoda a show ewo national television enti no sa case ne de lawyer kire se emu odu eno de yetimi sentence o yetimi de ukotum enti se yekọ na Mami Agradaa akoka na sem na wonya ne ti didimu a yes bia ni ho ebeba beka ho na se yekọ na wanya ne tie ne dim na asem no yebugu ne so anase odifo a eno nso yes a yede bema no no ye nka se owonsawam enti no yede yes na ekoka ho na mom obetwa 15 years we na wie wo twa wie ya pe na emra no assign the another years na one apia biblical wo no ya sand the say years no atoa so biem me pacho I repeat it again tie me ye Mami Agradaa 15 years no a different case eno de otwa ye de ne ko afa na o appeal ye nim wa will happen another case a 30th no so eno so ye case a emu odin eno so mu odu pa eno de enye defamation a ye betue ska ama no because enipa ne kire se ya show na deja e won national television which is Mami Agradaa TV station it is a case no se ekoma Mami Agradaa muy bien se anko ama no na ekokoma osofo na apia biblica eno nso ye bema ne years sa years na ye de bema no no nyame mfa samba sa years na ye de bema no no eno no obetwa 15 die currently 15 na okono obetwa wie ansa apia de no ada obewie 15 years no yaka kire ne say mama part another one so wo hwa e wase wo kọ no so yeden etoa so enti on the 30th Mami Agradaa san wo another tough case a obesan akọ enti wo ye Agradaa team agra ene na ebrada mpaibo na wama wo mpaibo mu ayeten ai se wo nye Mami Agradaa fan na wo so wo support se emra ne nya adwuma na Ghana ni bia mfa nsua de yen use social media wisely unya TV station be mindful because your rules and regulations na won so no wo de wonim de atai case na eko no achi na chese sa e na eko enti on the 30th Mami Agradaa esan gina eko no ebiemu a ono so ye behwe de ebeko ene de ebeba enti no wochena empress de no de ebesi ye de bebremo nyame boa on the 30th tough one no so no ye bedi akire eno nso ye de bebremo ebiem lawyer sign kire mu se abra na ye show appear biblical na deja ewo TV station no so no maami Agradaa ene ne nkoda na ete ho ene wo ne host fo a ene ne nkora omo monitor camera no ye we san crofo ni nyina no asem na osofo apia de akwakodan emranimfo no se state ni som na ye critical obi a wo ye host at that time ye betimi afrewo se maami Agradaa start say all my details die see ye any die see ya do se wona ye CEO die ono na TV station ni ye ne die nanso wo na wo ye host wo na wo ho a o ka kire wo se ye na wan afrew tieni ye wo na wo ye host wo a o ka kire wo ma wo show ye mo na mo tete hobby mo nyina mo beba be ye involve enti sa case we no ano odin table na apia e shake no ano odin ti enya de se de na obi ka se yenkone Enoch ne Enoch ne papa yi design keje simo omonko no omonko pa apia chew omoni apia nko ka ne o back door no it doesn't work that way because way against the state we show obi adeja TV licenses no aban ene de mount TV station certificate in aban ene de mount enti aban ne man rules and regulations ti won so a we host de bia make us same way vlogger obi a we host bia you have to know the dues ene de enu kwan say ye enti se wo ma wo ho kwan e ma obi de adwuma diwa adiw lawyer yi ba so yi obeka asem bi na say ye take on a James mitua mu bi dendenden obi frɛ wo show so na all threaten obi or can word bi obo obi din defame obi a ye de wo kwa wo host na wo de wo page ye no wo be kwa koyi wo ho ano enti lawyer kire mu se maami Agradaa ma kwan kra se ye show no wo na ukotena ase e show ye wo na wo ho bia no so obeye involve enti na say if I'm going down I'm not going down alone any obi a beko enti appear case ne de a big table and e shaky enti abusia aha ene edi dwuma de no me fancy ye me another video I think I have to play it kum chacha so akasa ai kum chacha akasa enti ode foto obi e ma angel asiama maye mo no last one na me de omu nyina de meka kire obi a ne se obi a hye ne sapo mu so obi a hye ne ho den de obi a betimi bia obi a nye because we no eyemra sa issue we no akwakoye emra. And no amount of defender ube defend eyemra enti said the first ye wo Facebook ye kan keke we se mame nkokoma we se mama part wo de jai me ko say case no se said ye nya ne said de bia ye nya no we de akwakodi emra ensem emra na eka enti ubesu ube ye den u defend se den ye court asem say ye first ye Facebook agroidia ene ka be hu bloggers a ye de ye ho begim na agya ye nsoso no ya keka bi ase animu a na ya bu ni pakro fala ye se agra ya bona ma ba we ye ho hwe a enye yie no amount of the obeka wo evidence bi a wo de ko back ne de a eno de fine by say wo betena ha say wo bedi na temo say wo ndi na temo eyemra na one emra is involved na wa anye careful a wo mpokura no wo nso utimi nya asem enti no ye mamra na nkasa enyina asem ni mu na ye hwe de beko ene de beba enti ye nko kum chacha de owo
ya mesro na wa share videos amame na wa like me e wo me TikTok ho e kum chacha account na wa follow me enumre yi ma hwe social media no so wa na obi a o trending e wo social media no so ye esiama eyama me Agradaa kun esiama e na o trending na esiama mami ntufo wa ye wo mmenemu se obrekuo emmenemu wo mmenemu so obrekuo mmenemu wa bejina wo se o beg John Mahama listen to me sa oyele sa ye bejano ye nyano de memeto ono menye judge ana Ghana tumi nkutame me pesa me koho but oyele Tama yaba to aba awo bedi di John Mahama tem say ya to aba ma John Mahama the Ghana ska ebe rin koda and their first slave queens one na wo shan echi awaya wo mne mo ti so obi a empotro 10 eshisha no mne ana wo jije wo ma na wo jije wo ma no ene de wo mu John Mahama dimbo esiama ene wo mu John Mahama edimbo sha mekasa on Ghana ha no ma mekasa mo nchiro na nsia obi ko wi a mobile phone ya de me call court no ya man 10 years in prison ana wo bi ekofa wo bi board ye ekotwa board ye duro ye jail ni 15 years Mami Agradaa, how many years and why is Sikagali? Ekobe 15 to 20 years. Ah, why is Sikagali? Pachotie, Edu Babia, and Okura wa Yanka. Mami no, and you will be a time no. So Fukum Chacha, meme to a main tile. But a real say, the old and one ucha. Na nseya Kofi Adoma enye problem ewo nani oyeli ene ba social media eba kan se Kofi Adoma nyame na atua ne ka ama nani efra na menim se ye de yade aye ni fraye etumi kaso obi na atua ne ka na wo asia mai awa ko aso obi okoyi awode yi ana wujina na chia na wo ma ne mora boy ya yesi afre no adwene pa hene sama bodi ni ya tama wo wuye aya wo yele Agradaa ana ba kan se eye nyame ana atua ne ka eti na boy na wu se wo wuo no enye wo yele na ba kan na wo sia mai na wo sia na chi awa ko what is it timbaka ena woman ni mora ena no keka sensam no eti eya me question eya ma dwenchele eti wo yele ono so nsan wo no okon eya se bi se wo eya nyame na atua ne ka na wo na wo say bibia no ya fast de me nyame eti okon nsan wo mu a sa se ya aseda me nyame wa be jira wo no na ena John Mahama na John Mahama esiema mamenka samanchalaw mamenka na nuya wo yele ni gift ni a program na me ba ya sofukum chacha me ba kire madwen wo yele Agradaa be ka kire me semme me ye hiani na me swale ni esene me 1000 and 1500 na me di dia na me ba be ka se me betu ne fu ebe kikan kwasi asem 1000 and 1500 we yele see asem me no me pesa me kira say fufu aba wo mu no enumonyam e wo mu kire anwam so obi ba ma 1500 coins in shrawum esen se wo be yesika gale onse edu ba bi amodwe no ya menum de yewum na nsen boya onam wo no mo a why se sabe ensuo bawo sabusumu bawo aya frene jemeso awone nam we abeye video ade ma sofukum chacha say Agradaa akora woni pa cheme na mema sole no Agradaa akora woni pa cheme ensu edu Sunday bia na mo de cast akese abaye 4 ebi ko kasoa na ebi akola beria camp na mo akota sini bagum na wa ba sole wo obi aba 200 300 200 300 emu bag ba ko entoma na sabe ya de sane ya de ya sole dia ene se kede ena Agradaa ko nsawo no ene Sunday se mo ni pe bai ebe ye da na mo de kas akotwe nkrofo ama mama wo entoma ene ya mo ene ska nyame oho me di de osofukum chacha nyame shira bai
All right. Nti osofukum chacha. Na chese ono so be kon ne ntokwa. Lawyer Mpacho o ka se o pese o sign bam based on sika gari Mpacho also.
Wait, sorry.
That's fine.
One fair. No, say we are very how should I put it? We are very careful in terms of what you allow people to say. Oh, program, that's very good. But I'm running to me kakasa boni bia me kasa based on how a law should work. Because no can be about Sikagare 20 years ago or so. Also based on that, no, we can say meaning some kasa buying no say men kasa police force, I mean kasa Ghana prosecuting way no. I don't know which one to. So me for charge number almost see about say because when say me can't buy that means I'm you get it. So when kasa prosecutors.
Ghana penning for it's fine.
No. Make up prosecutors and not police for almost fairly Ghanaians, you know. Because I'm trying to make us. Okay. Sikagari era. Time go for be lots of people came out, been call radio stations, common sem fa Sikagari issue no. Nka we nka be medruha. But because Ghana for police and I said prosecution mo fairly Ghanaians meeting. That is why we are here. Yeah. Sikagari time no. Go for ba ebeka so your qua ebia or G phone because people are asking for evidence. Mama can or say in criminal trials and yet they be na you cry hard copy evidence so. And it's not all the time. Most circumstances and most cases we secure convictions based on circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence, for instance, this Sikagari issue. 200. They were saying the same thing. So, or Joe phone, we are, either lotto numbers or oil. Do you get it?
Yeah.
That Obia had the same thing, and those people were not family members. Because cookie those stories on Moka. These are people who free different parts of the world in Ghana. And on free, be free, be free tamale. Like they are saying the same thing. It's in Nanka, I said that time, you know, Ghana state and a prosecution and I said police for more fast as no. Because evidence is be eyewitness evidence. So there is no evidence greater than an eyewitness account. Nipa neni tria dia no na ekoso huni ekoso na all can evidence be intense. Then no moka say nkofo be ka evidence for you evidence any in sama no mo can that was an evidence.
Yeah, lawyer we kra me ntwa no on say asem we say Sikagari sa de no we na on say da bia ye Ghana for ye ka asem a ye hwe asem no entu asem na se ne ya start ani. Your man TV lances one man at the man. And young penny phone at the man.
Yeah.
And he add then an activity near costing man closely.
Ebia no win.
And he said, now casting for the charges be bring call, you know, say, or mind to me and yap pure evidence and found call against sinner. Penny Padodo now, my bow, more can the same thing, no, evidence, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yes.
But say you call radio station near there.
Kasai, Nanka says state prosecutors almost so normal the call because that's circumstantial evidence and yeah, because Nipano, Mami can say you were organized criminals, criminals. Organized, you can so be an organized criminal as any Nipano. James, Opa Kosoko Kanyame, Nabra form. Unya evidence in free of that. Because Nipano are very organized, very articulate. Yes. Into a church, what's the word? Let me use the nasty word. We church and the two of pine beer. So, to sell being evidence, say, we in excess or ye, we win that. Name Ubet Nyan, Nimpado do I be on a deal. Send your no deal, the same MO, the mode of operations, and operating the same. I'm on my baby castle, you're quiet, saying. That is evidence, circumstantial evidence. It's not like some more fat. And I am conformed to say, Sikagari and one throw beer somra. No. Say Obika say me ye bibi say bra. I said the only public na aye contract.
So why advert?
Why advert? Inti Krobia ya wonko for sebe omo nyare o adwum omo nyare physically so omo nyare but omo ye we they are very weak in thought. What you say? Make us omo ye vulnerable make can say omo nyare o omo the mental problems.
Omo say advert na omo ko.
No more. They believe everything, anything and everything they see. And until I said yes, and until I said state, any protect his uncle form. Into the fact so be a year advert so bra for 1 Ghana cities, ebe 1,000 Ghana cities. Na say nipa ne kwa and chese nipa no with Jimmy and nipa no what's it called crown. Onim yan sound. Yeah advert. One name pesika obi ape. Maybe I mean we yanko because maybe you need the say this is not possible. What you say? Obiso wa maybe as I need no on do what yet into him so that thing is not possible. Obedi the say no credit obeko. It is stating I say yemra edi protected these people. Okay, one yemra fan protect omo. Omo babon tembe kasa. One yeshi and fahum. And can I say, the uncomfortable Mokan, it was circumstantial evidence, it was enough. Any competent jurisdiction BR should have taken it up. Now, come seeking for conviction. Because all the people that were all the victims, from as witnesses, prosecutors, no witnesses, the same thing. These are not family members. These are kind of saying different people from different backgrounds, kind the same thing. And then it gets to this point, now he looks as if say, me to be honest, you know what I'm me, I am being quite grow. I'm not gonna lie to you. Say I'm a car. Me say I'm a casa baby. I said me boo obi because this was long time ago. Kawe 20 to say kum kase why for 20 years no. That was when Nanka saw me away. Nanka should try. In case 5 years ko wakwaba year before. Omatna wa manedu mpempensuwe and then more you see some this flimsy excuses say charlatanic and this charlatanic this is and then buy it. About the dada. It's been there. Like I said 8 years ago, I mean who played the way. Obia and Yamoshe. But anyway, come say a
that's a crown almost see and yes it got guarantee no oko I sorry na dear no.
But goodness, with the ever has with you because when say, I mean, who I just laugh because that's that way. Those times, because my man I saw because she herself does the advert and she makes me I saw I didn't know and I said the state is taking it on. And before bow your quiet Jimmy phone, your GI, we don't have, and people are asking for evidence being a chain. Nipa no didn't need a cop. What's that? Oh, evidence being a chain, Nipa no didn't need a cop. A comu idea, Amaya Scameno, Abba, all can. Evidence being a chain say. There is no evidence greater than an eyewitness account. Nipa na by church and in say, I do by the kind. You kind of saying, wisdom should free hold the kind, and nothing was done all these years. And it could be your vulnerable people. It could be James, you know, how vulnerable people are.
Yeah.
Into Chrome, I say, Obia and you obey what TV should say for £1, brand about £2. Obia, yes, because Emranas, a Kronas, a Chrono, and as a Semra, every protective vulnerable people are on Bemusa advert, no, ABH.
And just lawyer based on the omo kind, not just asofophobia or motonton or you in row a woman sorry and so no, almost a matom ranana.
And so almost idea. That one is totally different. They say they are selling. Omu dija and so when I say state omutia tax because now they are selling. But we be different. Omu say me who say comments if I'm not to oil like ton with church near there. No, we totally different. Where you say for 1 cedi bra, na me mom money 10. What you say?
And I'm call you one bon,
and then the 1 cedi she took one far more back. Into way totally different from ABM me a software, me ton money perfume, me ton money oil, and you're totally different. And only panos all ton. And is that to use other talk and I won't talk. But we will say, Obia Pesica, or say for 1 cedi bra, member say 1 cedi now, the mamma no, member wing at 10 cedi. Me dem 1 cedi ne buy 10 cedi ne amenya me 1 cedi ne so ya return ya mame into where say clear scamming
That's already anka
defrauding
Agra hu yanko ton ne kote den aduro ya thank you dear normal
yeah sa o say sa we no ye no obi anche no I'm say something herbal also obi anche was all ton ade
ti wona akwa
all ton into one obefa koto won ka say fasika bra na me bejiwe no o say all ton it is up to you say be asabe say obema sha obuka koto di mana ye kese is up to you. But where you for 1 city bra, me manage 10 mount. And also a way under scamming and frauding. But say or ton or oil, maybe oil no cotton now strawberry cocoa. Who got now was Sanawanya cocoa, unconcotobium. Me boa. Then you bring your review, say me koto and I am send and person me cocoa and I am a sa. Or you be reading review now, honest uncoto because obi case and papa. Into Mamu mixes churches almost turn your man on maybe the state needs to let them start paying tax. But we are different. So for we brand I mean more amount and we are different. It's a more mixing and one very big mistake. Because do you get it? Yeah, into with Agradaa nation, states need fairly Ghanaians. Almost fairly Ghanaians. It's more yeah, BB in catastrophe said or more BB. They failed Ghanaians 25 years ago.
Yes, we know who say omo dey year you be said your mobile.
Omo dey year we be I said compensating the Sika Gari victims in disguise. This should have been done long time ago. Because you see, I said Sika Gari for now a ban is though any Sika Gari into the channel, but most of them will be happy. Which as they'll all be jubilating. So at the end of the day, yes, you say, but I know and no swinging at your chain. That Sika Gari era no. Something could have been done. Because so many people were coming out with the same line of story. And so why didn't the state do anything about it? Some will change, some will bring hard evidence on an organized criminal. No, there is a organized criminal. It's difficult to get hard evidence on them. It's very difficult. Because I'm planning and make sure that I'm leave any mistake. No. I'm not saying that she's an organized criminal.
No, example say obi o person obokro no bia no.
Obi a person obokro conform obokro no but they are not organized. Into omo if say o trauma it is so be evidence wo. But omo very organized. Trust me, James, we then unya hard evidence wo mo da. Unya organized criminology is not even in law criminology, but I've done criminology before. It's hard. Organized criminals, fucking hell. Omo very good. They are very good at plan. Be neat into heading. So being a BB woman. It makes me like I say. So I for almost say they didn't have evidence to support and someone no more can. It's because he pan over born and one or the oil. It's all my own BB one. Yes, I would be prove say me call a crown or Jimmy for and I me call me trap picture me that be ultimate. However, they were all saying the same story. Instead, no was the evidence, and I can say states no mujina swefa. No more they prosecuting no. Say never more protecting can never see and can see. Into Minister guy, well, we are Ghana. Minister guy victims no cry. Can we see no? When him said they can prosecute the case, they can sue the states.
I Sika Gari victim for not to bet me sue state.
Sue state no because now she's been convicted based on say of Franco for the same line of action of Franco for some Mumbra. Na then Mumbra church na mo buy ebema musika. Is that not what happened? Okay, you bet Sika and then mo buy and one check. And this is the same thing with the Sika Gari thing, but just the Sika Gari no only the deed that Sika Gari we deny it too. What you are saying? In fact, you say I are convicted, no. Sika Gari victims can sue the state. But Ghana, I have, you wouldn't be American. I have said, I have victims come sue states, no. Because of the states, they fail Sika Gari victims, so we fail among, like, or fail among. So I think right now, the state needs to be sued for, this prosecution of my is here, right now, a conviction, Aban. Community sue states, no. They should have done this long time ago and can be brave, wouldn't be victims. But my Shanghai, man, they be dream pen, so I feel and walk safe. Mama ni 15 years here there. Nyobe wu, nyobe yaya, don't dam. All that is gone. Then no so can't see me any. To be honest, state needs to be sued because I'm protected Ghanaians. What's to me that's
okay, bye. The truth. Over baswa betre advert no dear or can ya na. The truth. So wait me abaswa betre advert no dear or can ya na because the truth. The truth.
It's not for me to say.
Nyame adomo na so e.
Bibi aboko
Good.
Say we no advert na or ye no. Say why I mean sure so ka say fa obi mfa sika meje sika o. Ye te ne say or ye sorry. Na ye all night. Na sebe senye oye no da na obi anim se na sorry honom no. Oche emamfo ade no. Sese wadwene mamfo ne ho. Enti no wa wo pesika ade aye adwuma no. Okra sikare pole 3 billion. Oba na sorry honom wa wo pedwetri wo benya bi akọ ye. I'm say the advert na efa sa line way ho pacho so ate
yeah Matthias entina che say advert no say wadwene ne sorry mafo ho wadwen crofo ho enti or discard 3 billion ekwa akochenti obi amra ana
I think that was the essence of the advert.
Yeah ana almost call ye kire say me no evidence ni ho almost kire say omokodru ye no o ka say omonche na de ansa ono so ache wo ma de.
Very good. Entina eno ye what happened at the church or in the church.
But I have TV so yes.
Enye advert entina let's separate the issues. Inyasa na bebre no say enyo na ekobubo mu entina obo so ofani nyina abom. Say advert no ho asem na wo ka dia na ye strictly about the advert. I wasn't analyzing or without being influenced by other issues. Advert now, or yeah, no. There is at no point, say be voice, kasaneka, say, fesika, ebra, na, or no so, emauska, na, chena, dear, no, no, so, nchawade. You know, it's advert, maybe. Me pachosana net,
billion to be amra.
Also zika pudu zika no 3 billion. Oba na sorry wa wo pe sika akoye adwuma no ba wo benya bi akoye adwuma wa wo pe sika de akoye say oba wo benya bi. That was the essence of the advert. People chose what you said. Now afi omo call asori honom no edin ne si ye. Ni si ye no eno so ehu asem wo ho. Nti no te se ne omo ka no onze omuka defrauding by false pretense. They are not referring to the advert. The advert ne charge no a charlatanic advertisement, and it ends there. Now defrauding by false pretense na what happened in the church. And no na sebi almost say omu evidence de echrese obumanfo bukatafa so no. Now say ni pie no so echrese obi any defense no or no so de witnesses say ba no say judge no amana amfa witness no almost medi almost wadanse so no enti no omo no so di gina so say bia na judge no sebi wa emfa ne say no so no so woni interest na wanya fair to Agradaa.
Yes.
Because ne was saying or no so be any defense now. Witness na prosecutors na de buy na o ma kwan ma o so a witness Agradaa so in her defense and ka witness na o no so de buy.
Witness ekasa.
Very good. Enunti na ho na o mu hunu say sebe in the matter of defrauding by false pretense. No, Sabi, the judge wasn't fair to her. So one they cited, I think, about issues about the judge intimidating her. Sabi, like who knows will be impewasema so intonation as be or the bekasa ho na o start wasema no aso ne pa no de asi ha wa unu say no nti no omo de aye nyina so asabi omo kọ for appeal no so no nti no we ne de me de meka say sika gari asem ana mo pese mo jeli na that should have been done long ago. Adia semia ya bayi padi and no na jina so the amano this sentence yeah come on and then that wouldn't be fair because advert now adia manfo bibre so no and that advert no let's be frank show advert now may sure say the church no a legal entity on its own different from the person of Agradaa. You see, say obi be sorry, and obi be business depending on the structure of the business, no, it may have its own legal entity. Intino sebe sorry now onongwa nebu nipa no bukata ana asori nebu nipa no bukata hono so was obuhunu say asori nebu nipa no bukata there any they should even close the church. Maybe so what you say
the truth.
Very good. Internet say bia asori no na invite man for say asori no legal entity I be on my register na no so ho na any say be ono no ye head pastor but o invite man for in the name of the church and it was sanctioned by the church. Into whatever happened no the ultimate responsibility for whatever happened should be the church. And you know if I chose what say be so or no so na ebi omuhunu so ono na ye na ono ni bibia there then that one is another issue but Nyoma was so mushimu ye my no na uhunu say Nyoma ye fishing because you could see say waye Nyoma the public there is an outcry into when see
Obi kase Abigail say Agradaa lawyers no we de nadwen kire ohuni say omonye strong Agradaa hia lawyers foforo.
No, I don't think so. Maybe the say nipa boni trimu say ade we na obeya o kasa said den we yes den say bi wabu enua na agu na so. So as I say me say ne mi hu no say the evidence na omono de bono kwadu no krampo no look at the amount as say eta evidence na 500 and something cedis. And no engineer ye mo be 15 years. 500 and something, come on. You see, you know,
time like it is what I think then it is well
and even crampo bill we are o man farmer no. And yes, o shemu crampo na it has to do with I would say there is some political connotation to it. Say ukode muncheye intino ye use na sebi you see that flimsy excuses. So no, I think that they just wanted to stay in there for some time, and then as time goes on, they will grant a bail. That's we will share commentary by those at the court now. Commentary on Mumba. Now yes, the entire mau bail no ne say ukodem ukrampo ncheye.
It's too early to come out. Say
it's too early. Yet when unyan start to appeal no krampo, so it's too early. So no, that shouldn't be the case. The case say be or file for appeal or you are right to say or seek for bail because we are filing for appeal. What if Okona would appeal ni tomorrow? Let's just say be a days or months now, say or that prison. Would it be fair to her?
No.
So no. So you see, more or less, it's like, oh, okay, you do have a 2 months you are a becca see, you know, them na sebi a drum pompon so be I say, okay, call appeal. See, ma would them bro, so now no, when you're guilty, then we would have been unfair. Internet, let's grant you, but that's what I'm saying here. And let's also be frank. Omo said the law is working because say ya chino. Sa law na working tia dia chubi no. Sa law na so ne yi nipa free your prisoner. Inti
asamba.
Sa law na so yi ni free prisoner. Memo bia mesu say Ghana law enye adwuma.
E wona be hu say lawyers ne betimi akokotu article bi na etimi bail no na bail no.
Inti law no say ne atina tum na enu nti ye adwuma de ya kai hunu say sa law na so yi no a e wo say moji tum say law no so ye na adwuma.
Na senke said the truth. Law no so efa ba bibi. Ne lawyers timi hu ne lawyers ne timi ejina law na so ba bi timi bail na eno no so Ghanaians beka so mo nya happy sa na say dia ne no no ye beka say mpanifo aye ba ya sa na.
Eno no hu say nipa no bonyo no otan ana woni mu. So no. Now I show almost so more time be a nipa ni ti ne ne kon kokotako. Nensa omo what time nyina wo check your mo show mo di o show mo hon ni sune ne ban ne honam bi odisi ho a omo esanko for na nti na omo no ye catch omo say yes rom say ne law no mo say e work because say achi Agradaa tumu a say yi no so a kai hunu say e law no a na yi no eno so zo e work me pato so what you say
Matias nti na te say law na so san ko yi na e ho no na be ya asem wo Ghana fo aside no because Ghana fo be ka say omo ntiase nso na eyemra na ya hyehyɛ to kro na mu o
eno ana say yi no
nti say samra na san ko yi na eno so ye be ka say mpanimfo na jiska
so it should tell you
say emra easy
it should tell you say sia na emamfo no enye se mra no ye na adwuma na omo pew ni omo pene say nipa ye time no ye be chi na tum eno no na ye omo so when they hide behind the notion say the law is working into say ya chi na onko to men ka ho hwe wa wo isabi wo ka bi krampa mena favor no na che se be ye fa kwati kwan bi so aka wanu atum no e wo so hunu say sebe omo no enye ho no nti na omo ka ne omo ka no the time bi omo time nti na omo ye so what is
when it comes to Agradaa issue we dey just any Ghana for no emra na o ma hye no Ghana mra na nkasara just omo to twene na before no go according to the people no
nti no o sha bebre na sebe emra na chi Agradaa tum dia the law is working eyi ne dia sebe corruption wa ha the judiciary system is your friends say corrupt or whatever nti no manfo bia sebe o mabo mutrimopo na omubo mutrimopo na sebe emra no ene trimopo na o mafa no eko benkro dia ene o mo se mra na ye adwuma se sebe mra no so ne omutrimopo na o abono eba abrade a o mo se mra no sebe enye adwuma na ewiase no yese wusua akom no na wusua ntwa ho ye de yi obi ne no ebetumi ayewo nti yewo a kai hunu se oyawo ne ohaw a nipa ne fam no wo so be fam bi ya hu se manfo bi bose
so wa uni wo se aye komo enemy fighting tiere wa wani tia I be di
Omuno bose no eya na ye mwanwa omu fro bi zombies omu de zombies mu pro max o chese omani hwese ya ehwa na yeko otine bonyono ne uhunu de nioma egu omutre uhunu ade egu omutre
esi ame no kese yese mami ngege enkonko mami ngege na de ne koye
wa loko nti mutimi dia
o de ashengege sengege na Agradaa ko afiase
Wow, Yingin na de Agradaa ko afiase. Wa loko. Dua bonno na ente se wo mu. Na watwe nipa no asem asiwa no twe apia asiwa no o kan ne anopa awia. Cheze obu no tot. O koka me de mentano. Na ne me de na asem na metan. Nipa no wahunu ne da no watan no. Enye na asem na wotan di na wotan no. Nipa no unhia ne da. Ozo se on time ni nipadua no ni on fa de akrambo mai na ze be wa be hunu nipa no so hunu nti no time no emra for na time omo time na omo ma omo time no kra be time
the testing patch manyo obi wo YouTube meba
all right
ma me patch also
I me also me wa ha Jamie said say
na me adumo na so
kakra yes Agradaa something na me pese me contribute kakra
me patch obet me akasa
Agradaa same way abano sometimes a bit mistake the position of the law for say obi time obi and time and I even first and foremost obetan obi for a reason onipa bonini no obetan obi a only reason obi are entitled time obi obetuma time obi but obi betan obi for a reason me say me hu Agradaa but say me tie the ordeals of people and what they have gone through and na Emma I hate it because me person me who say obi boni what I say into obi I hate but then say no ma be a why I call see hatred for her and also we can talk about it and also that was the reason why I couldn't found it right to apologize what I say to look at everything Agradaa wo history baby judges omo ye nipa te se me ne wa what I say in their judgments they don't only look at the circumstantial evidence but then we have remote and immediate causes senior other lawyer ne ba earlier on no be kan ye no o kan ye say judges ni hwe nuoma bebre what I say na ye organized crime into nipa no boni na oye no owo boni ni hu nimdie ana odebo into be make sure say obe kata loopholes bia into say judge no your bad time no di asem na otie public you see the voice of the people is the voice of God into when everybody is saying the same thing they be me papa ka say when if everyone is wrong, it's a problem, and then you are the problem. What I say, intino, dear nipa ekano, judge no so otibi, and then she may know that there's an iota of truth in what the people are saying. What I say, ain't unse be called prison on a regular day, be called prison, prison officer back but then look at how the prison officers were armed, which means they know say she's capable obi betimi aye boni because omo be realize this on the social media before one crofo mu which means say an undertone na or mine buafu no like a lot of the citizens are angry with her. For the first time crime said court case prison officers nipa kwa like my army or which means there's the tendency say a group of aggrieved people can attack her. That is how bad it is. Ain't not encrofa be brain to me in kasa because mommy no wa can crofo kasa washo meeting and another lawyer no was saying say it is long overdue. It is long overdue because what's your case whereby immediate and remote causes? Your sentence in the but she paid, it was in a monetary form, so she paid. Which means I buy in another form but look at this. I don't know or sign packaging in another way. I am my opinion I may say. I say organized crime no. Also, you know what? Say sorry, yes, so no. People know it. People know it now. It is out. Social media. That I'm not talking to Mami ngege money. All other people.
And now you read the truth. You ever call the genesis of Sir Achie? We say you Ghana need Ghana now. We know.
Yeah, everyone absolutely Nekasa. I just want to respond.
I will miss my words. Like Mami focus.
No, I don't think you came here for me. I'm just talking.
Later on, yeah, you can say yours because who Kasa.
Hey, lady, I didn't come here. I don't think
Mama Kasa or say Naka or come or Bamu, but also Kasa until they Kasa.
And I make us a me panacho. Everyone knows where he's affiliated. And a James or platform no AFA.
Yeah.
Everyone can speak from where their point of view. Baby, will be a feedback. And you know, so on only they are no looking a different way. Let me also say mine.
Oh, they count.
And you know what I'm literally saying is say, judge Nasha Nioma Bebre. And I judge you know or your bad time. What you say? There, what happened in this say? Agradaa ni issue no. What I know a little about law ni say. There's a bit of contract in it. There's a little bit of criminal aspect in it. And even the money she came to show on the screen, no. So I know something called an invitation to treat, right? An invitation to treat. Where would the idea ni pano? Any to say a bait for a fish. And I'm nino say ochutia made the bam out. I want to trinity pet. Now would the hook now then I saw in a minute. Now watching them. Now I found. What you say? It is a bait. In law of contract, there's something called an invitation to treat. So you make an effort. So the idea any better. And you oba made the bam out. What am I say? Once you make an invitation to treat, you can further make an offer. The offer, you can further say, hey, Bia, so the way back, me this can out. That is your offer. Nipa no so we no can accept. What you say? Or be accept. How do you accept? Nipa no be accept by Abia or the sika beba. And now Abia or the bibi beba say, okay, you went also for the enemy. The moment you make an offer, you bring the invitation to trade, which is the 3 billion. You make an offer. Say Brahma or Masori, Obama Soria, Mema Usika, Mebuao, may you say. Indirectly, you are making the offer. Nipa no so about accept about sorry ho. Wa nanti make effort about sorry ho. It in a means no or accept will offer no and your invitation to treat no. Wa about sorry. Then when the person came to your church, one first kana amano. Initially also omra wa sorry. One kasa odi obey omra wa sorry. Oba we understand you na yet what went on in the church. Edu baby, almost okay. Sikano mo de man na sorry be ebo for you. But baby, no, there was an element say mo amube tia mo no na mo be nye sikano. Intimate say baby, I can say ye kofi ni ama ye bo for ye everything. Along the line, she said, say mo amube tia into your group, you mo into groups. Mo amube tia mo na mo be nye sikano. People went further to accept that. Omo di sikane baye. They did everything. Then at the end of the day, it wasn't about say, oh mom musikane chicha mom, no mom would be juma koye, and no mom go to school fisa kochia. But then Abia, you decided to give some of them transportation, and I would chicha ntuma, and I would chicha bibi. Outright there, Nankasano, we fail it. If it was a contract, the moment they accepted and you offered and they accepted, it became binding on you to execute your part. One farmer or and I feel a better than you. Into what I'm literally saying is say, Agradaa has a history. What's he say? A history of Sikagari, where a lot of people came on the media almost complaining. Put that aside. Yes, you have any evidence, so they couldn't get justice. What is her personal attitude that we know? And now Bokum Chacha Asemono. Obe abusing when he just literally says, oh, where did you obey attempt too much in Tichaso? What did he in attempt? We are talking about Ajim Pahine. Look at her widow. Look at his widow. Okunuewu eja mami and son also. Is it not sad enough, James? So your crown for what can be so painful than say ube lose your loved one. Nikunewu was a Jan Kwalan Kitty who has lost their father, and he was the breadwinner. And he has his loved ones on the social media, or they are grieving. That is when this woman saw it right to come and sit on social media, not to sympathize with the family, but to condemn him. Even so, right? Even in his church, to show us so he can be in the bosom of the Lord. But what did this woman do? Or by a say, or by relinquishing more, by bringing out what he has done. What are you saying, Saudi? Holy? In the midst of all this you've done before, Sikagari victims and everything, you still come to judge someone. Say, Nyakupona Ekuno. Put that one aside. Imagine how the widow will go through, what she will go through. What's he say? The pains are being inflicted on her already agony she's going through. Put that aside. Shekofia Duma, look at what his wife was going through. We a woman. You are just a woman like her. Ukuno Accra so Juma. And he came with a blind eye. She problem or code through. Do you think say Ibrahim Mahama is so stupid? Say he will try to get his money involved in something or him say I am tro and so him say enya papa. People are crying, helping this guy. She's saying a guy I have blogging work. Oh my energy, or bring information. There are so many things I learned from him. Or one of the early people or 30 pace man this blogging worthy to participate in. Why any quota? Now boy we are committing a tragedy. What did this woman come to say? What did she come to say? Even in get a problem, he cried ban and said, look at what we were going through. Me I make her say, you know, I came to cry. I felt so bad. I came to cry. Now all of a sudden, why a sweet scent? Look at how disgraceful mami ngege. And you know, if we're going back and forth, yes, people may hate her, but they have legitimate reasons to hate her. So Donna, men try to make it look like, oh, yeah, we should look at the merit of it. Judge no ye nipa. We titi nipa eka. Washenya Agradaa aye dada. I know what she's capable of doing. And if people will see the red flag, just when even that bill wasn't, accepted, so you let you know, say, Agradaa case in Ekita heavy merit. The people are involved. The public is concerned. And every judge's decision, obey very careful in everything because everything creating public riots. Because until some way by you see that the woman thought me wonderful. But to be honest to yourself, if you watch statistically, you can see the amount of people who are happy. Said this woman has been incarcerated. Me incarcerated, but with to say long and short, people who hate the woman have legitimate reasons to hate her. So men condemn you, be say oh hating. Me that was bye bye.
Martin, Miss Medasi. All right.
Yeah, James.
Yeah, the truth. Yeah.
Just some few responses to the lady. First of all, Ediobana or Kaninjano, Osha, Nientia did Nipana Akko prison, and Yahono will come, or finding every other reason to justify a tanya or woman mammon, and answer Sebi, prisoner Yedinako. What is before the court is a matter of discussion. Sebi, the voice of the people, the Bible says the voice of the people is the voice of God. And even a Bible. I will quote
any Bible.
Hey, you see, when people make claims, just to justify whatever opinion they have, or to buttress whatever opinion they have. The voice of the people is the voice of God. And I said, I didn't find him as a more buyer. Mameno, ebe sereno, a bedine who failed. I think I condemn. And no answer never court. James me busa wo. Adwempa hina asebe o ka baabi a obedi ne ho fɛw ka asebe nyamransɛm kyerɛ beki no ho asɛm na ɛwɔ court ɛnyɛ ho asɛm na ɛwɔ court sɛbi Kofi TV nsɛm a wotwe abɛka asɛm wei ho aka no ɛno asɛm na ɛwɔ court dabi sɛbi sika gari ho kra mpo asɛm a nyina yɛgye tum sɛ nipa no wanye ne yie no ɛno ho asɛm na ɛwɔ court ɛnyɛ no ho asɛm ana sɛbi organized crime no lawyer na no kasa no sɛbi emfato ho ano maaye with the organized crime to tell you says will be organized crime it's very difficult for you to get evidences exhibits and you know sɛbi emfato ho no ma emfato ho na ma no memva meye nyina so as to why intia judge no so krampo dwene sɛne ɛwɔ dwene no entina asɛm yɛ ba yi wakoka dada na boom ana ɔde ayɛ nyina so ɔna ɔde a sentence no because judge no so yɛ maame ɔno so wɔ ma no ɔde asɛm kɔ court ne ɛwɔ court n'anim no ne ɔde abɛto n'anim na no ho ana ɔgyina na ɔde abu aten ɛnyɛ ɔno de bia ɔte akyire a wate ne ɔte akyire no if it is not in court ɛnka ho enti sabi James se bia meme ne wo ho na maye wa yaka de bi na ode akoto court anim se ade wei se na me de aye wa eno ne nkyere se kwadwo a me so maye na de no sa de no enni court no so betimi aba ho ana se sa de no judge ne de begina so e de abuma aten that's not the thing so enti sabi ade no maame ne enioma bi a oyeye in the past we were fiercest critic of Agradaa. No be a crampo doing CBI and penasem. So, but no nasem no buy na yaka tiano. Ewo Sebe say no wasem na be a mo peso mo kofa no mo de yin so ebunu kumfa ewo but say na yes ade no na omudi ni gina court. Ni omudi ni gina court ne say wa be show sika. Na sika na obe show no say sebe emanfo mra na asori honom omoba na asori honom a na obeche sika no ana ye yesusu se wanche mami kan woze ye nyina ye hunu no TV so se omo ye kofini ama ana sika no group omo it's not true mami ade na wo twantro ye obi ani ho hunu sa de we TV so eye account emanfo be kan na outside ne ye TV sa de na ama TV so ye nyina ye wa ha ni child adie bi esi wa sorry ho bia ni wa ba TV so advert na o ye no ana after advert no manfo be gina ho e ka say bia maame na die true mo say eno no ho no mo ne ye hunu ye ana then some except of enyoma o mo ye no wa sorry ho manfo timi video na bi ba outside but say na maame ne ya sorry na no wa group manfo ye be ye kofini ama mo nko gina ha mo asebe mo be masika sei no mo mra ha sei na mo sa nyoma ni nyina ama outside. You see, that is what I call the public campaign against her. Say adeno nipa no waye bone na manfo benya ne ho tan a it should come by its own. Men fomente ade no menye campaign na emfa otan dua nipa mu na wo wa say atwa ho abeka say bebre na atan no. It's not true. Omo call ene court honom no ye nyina ye nim say ansa na court proceedings na be starting no na manfo bebre ni ho even my two no kra beka say na manfo bebre ni ho ye akire na wo be free ho no na manfo ba ho ye nhwe say manfo na e ba ho no omo a free omo pemu ana say manfo bi na frefre omo etuetua sika komo omo aye nka no kra no ye nim say manfo bi na frefre omo e pe sika ma omo na se bi omo nkobo tutu asi dada enye ne na ebisi so no enti no meme de meka se ma me no nyoma bi a waye no enye nanso ade na ye de aye nyina so e de abu no aten ene no aten na ye de abu no krampo no hwe ade na ye de ye nyina so no ene no ho aten na se bi wa receive no e ho na wo se ye hwe ho na wo se ye hwe se bi James untimi nko wiade na ebi ade a uko wiae no a bottle of coke na ye ma wo sentence a ene obi a okura etuo ediko ria bank ebi a $15 billion utimi nka ne sa boni a wo ye no eho so akatua na se bia wo se ye de ma enti no ne ye de to no so se ono aye na ye ne boni no eho akatua ne 15 years no come on no enye so obi etan Agradaa no obi do no asem na aba no na e wo se ye hwe se bia ebetimi aye me ebetimi aye ochina na obi mpem asem nti no o hye echire na opiapia manfo organize your manfo na because asem yi ko ye ba ye nyina no ya koye se e manfo na organize ye say all night no ye koshemu kina ni sabotage na ne de asemato no so ya koye sa audios bi ye pp ya te manfo se yes sa manfo 20 and kogu asori hodom na ye nkan why crampo na say advert na ma me ne be ye no enu nti na de manfo kwa asori ho obi betimi a kire se advert na ma me ne ye na enu nti na de manfo kwa asori nti ne nkwa
ya mo ko ye no e bi kire se advert na de o mo bae
very good nti ne nipa no ono na e man account that one crampo was so interrogate say you true and anya true a
wona na akọ no so oti advert no bae who interrogate
I say Agradaa so say be
any evidence no yes asem a any evidence no ye twa asem ni bi ana say na some court to plan say na evidence a yetimi di nipa no asem
any court na ugo twa asem ho dia evidence
any court but no asem court one nipa wo mo adansefo anu asem
the worker say one group nipa obi enhu nipa wo
adansefo anu asem court na so di asem
ana bi wo eba ya nipa wo fa nipa be gina no wo kasa say $1,000 cities for no enkojina ha so kasa we who sabi another 1,000 group way 20
pacho hu no we
wo kasa na wo boa
enkrofo mu call ye ni bi video ye ma ne ba abonten
chaba out
enkrofo mu call ye ni bi area mu hu video ma ne ba
abonten wo boa you see the person said video say wa sorry
yama queen pacho wo so
because wo be kasa wo
pacho me wa
queen pacho
na enkrofo tan no e ye den na enkrofo tan ye no
pacho me ba mo yanya ne bako na obi antimi
pa mo cho me chia mo
you must some kakame person can say dear mimi tin the pebi master say sir obi kokowia board there yetimi mano 10 years adentina there ono me fan say there me brother yi can say so me fan say me yeti na me bie saluna na my advert say me yeti enti no momra so that means say me patch say me nimutire ye enti na ma bie salon enti so obi be ram salon na me ye ni tina ma anye ni yi a me fault because me na me bie salon me Jimmy Woody na me bie salon enti so what is sika ba be guso ese ni panemra na nipa na ba na so wa anya de wo kaaye na wa dada no wa fraud nipa no enti se me tise nkrofo bi ka se na so wa amfra mo ho so wa ankasa mo mra to be honest ya na eye me ya pa because mu ye nipa sa mo na ye didi mu anka be mo de enka nya mo de e na obi nso timi ka se 15 de owoba na omo de ye omo de omo ni ba it is a brother ne kase de waye no enya ho eyi ne de ama no a me tie ye omo kan say nka wo say ye 20 wo say nka ye 30 but omo bo 15 gu ye e na kan 15 omo de ma no hwa de me hu ye Africans they say ye emotional blackmailers se BBC a nipa na wakwakoye bone no the one obesi abeye no ho na nipa be say na so wa ye say kra na anya hwe mo fanche no eno saa no obi fufro so be hwe so aye bi sorry to say yen nyina yati abrochire wunnim sasa law to e wa abrochire aye nka nkire o se o wo ba Enti law achieve no e was say yet somehow. There be no matter how the situation is no, yet the one fear na say wo judgment yet the now. Enti so mo tena ho no mo ye emotional blackmailing no wo ba e na nipa no say wan frem wo ho e na I mean say brother ne ka say mayenka enye mo de aye nkrofo a ye nim say enye no e na de agage no. But at the end of the day no e wi ase ne ye say do otwese no wo se kan ya no. So what's in every assay? No one my walk would see ya. Obi obeti was saying to me because oh, mammy, wait there, bio. Oh, mammy, wait there and contest out. But Obi, ya one cast out to me say, only a badaya many pa. The Nipani near badaya many pa. Now they are more 15 years and Uncle Fabija Hall Mobile Kwama. I mean, come on now. What's me, yes, sir? When you now come be Nama Chrono, ain't me because so be a money, a more chance. My young falling too, the way was here in it too. What would defend it for what? More with your yeah. And to so be a yanny sick and all the Abasha Sarah ya or Jean Goldie. Only must say, my name and then another say if I go in a court, no be one pie or somehow and son or what you see. Or G would you know the buy.
When I know dear, don't say you need evidence. What you say?
When the evidence is
when you go in a dear and they your best record say you need proof be a chess a watch it. Media
Okay, Mate, Samusimuni prover. Mimi Mumu dear, Obi our opinion. Mimi Mumu dear, betting me a dearly because the girl no go through need the wow behavior. No, and we are say action speaks louder than words. The one no behavior no, me the one who no, me believe no. To extend the say the background ponsa ayede, aqua cotton she ayede see the gumama and balance ash. Do you understand? And Yama Bebrea Mammy way, I young crofo. Say a debature numpoa. Sometimes you obey your bema or why you are crofo. Yes, so would you be can any panaba? Now or the children I was so now to talk on the choa. They were because I call the better. But we are no good, no good dinner paddles, so called courty. Empress in the lawyer, you know, I be no dinner time, and the glasses to say, and the glass. I mean, so near my winning, you know, every man why he. And to me, for me, no, me supported the idea, man, no, because we are so say, I'm true, you will never learn. Ebe yo one was say money bills say ya be ba so cameras in him. I'm a call to walk call your name or the baby be jokes about be blogging a man for agent on which is wrong. It's no or deserve video when ya for me opinion America. For me, dear, is a video when you're in a month for no more yes, or Munya no seven, no babaka. Offensive answer, as a reason, and you'll be on it, so
yeah.
Until they meet me, I can't make a
Sister Franklin Pacho also from Facebook and Pacho.
You and you made the I meet you be a OT. And there be a muka is asking we are. Most of the time I busy nedia me take a cranum say I'm also me family my dream break. Ma'am say in general no me measure in regards to sentencing I dear man any idea why. Or who say when it comes to law emra yes since na uye bibia na se bia woka se minim se we kra no mafumo mra o yes it is not an excuse what you say when it comes to law. You are nobody is ignorant. You find ignorance in count. Say minim. Inti no your actions and anya maybe aye you feel say you befa ye ho adi. Ebi ono ma na wati amra. Na wonim kra say why ye den. Wato mra. Ana ye ka mra law aye kan em say yankofo nyanti ase. Say what be lawyer for me amenye lawyer but me nua na me mates be lawyer ma smart me share that courtroom equity ebia cases keke you understand just to see how aya ye di asem court na say ye camera emra na ya hye no sister say ofumu mra na ye de ukogina emra nim enimu a uye dien ye de mra no ana bebu ebedi wasem inti no enye menu mienu de ye dream enye de lawyer dream lawyer kra na oba ho no odi mrane na ekasa o nti no enye de ono odwin prosecuting na yesi udu court a bibia ye evidence based na odi evidence no kra ban ya sa ye cross examination asaka ho oti ase nti no wa be your friend accused person, no. The kind of based on your evidence, no, you be cross examine and no cry, no the evidence about no cross examination, no cry, easy because a honor kwano put to make it can be na ye the name run it too. Into your dem run a can't some dear, it doesn't matter. Say me the main no cry say apart from the conduct, no conduct, yes, totally you will be on no more. It's a no, what you see. And I wish so, mammy, brother, even case we cry by, no, sister. So you'll be so called that, ye kakra, ye didn't control the ye for 41 days. Sister, and no cry, no, it's a so soon, baby. Now, who say case, no, or more proceeded to court and casa. Into idea and what criminal court, dear. It's a senka we are doing, and you may be how conduct crime, ultimate every once. The social media, yeah, she say, say, you boy, born my frowns or born more see, oh, be a see, be crying, not be now yet. Tawaya board of fear or the Facebook need ya grana, what bomb program is to know to you. Because they say, to wouldn't him a coy and unnim the OT was him. And not true. Ofumumra must see it here, or more casting in an aya casting in a say, and I think ye ditch and I think it doesn't matter, say, only year who more bros. The Lord doesn't look at that. The Lord doesn't look at apology. A woman bro nim. What you see, Anna baby, unse law no ebia, and can we say in a say, and usa bibi pokua lady na your friend is saying, Oma, you know, after Omoko court, na was social media, be refinity. Uti anyway, na all my detail about the sea will hold what you see. Say, ye move it any year, missing me and number no pa. Say, she, the lady broke everything down. As to evidence, cry, ye divine. Ye be so Agradaa question, that is almost examine or who. And one you may be or did to. Which means, say, I didn't know what from Rawa, what you have to move, what you see. Meanwhile, also, what they had before a case in the year when, you see, she pleaded not guilty. That is, I didn't know why you know. Wouldn't also when you're born new, but in Ghana law, no, what boomra. It is a 1 year bonia, as a so proof of court in the say. Me near bonny and run a Muslim phone, no, mean fumra. But I did a court yet now so for 3 years. And yet, they be on a qua, I'd rather bet on Rebecca case in that address and no court. And I think that the media was the omu or attention free. So, into no, as the people were not following the case. Yeah. It's not just the evidence I prosecute. As will lawyer able defend you, no. The prosecutor and also tear simuno, or no so gather the evidence. I express say what for mumra. What you say? It's a judge in your juma. It doesn't matter. Say Ghana. And one crack temu ye mran say a dear way. So we are as I say ye mouth bears 25 years or say 15 years or say one wire. Not say ya bobo asemunu. Now with defense and to me would lawyers and to me and defend you. Now you want us so me ya tutu and no wasem. I'm running diwa. I mean, we don't have to go back and forth. Say and I say ya way because judging or them running a year juma. That is what we don't understand. And yet me feelings and your feelings, James. And yet opinion, me opinion. What you say? Into no law, no. It's the law opinion above the law. A chiwa at two. Into what your mem who say, yes, you know, yen ye ye debe to your home for an answer ye befa baby womb. What you say? But I say we are trying to justify and even ye kase you probably be more kase oh Anna judge no man you do. Yen tea at the end ye, no chinnaby, be ye be and they will see. Eh, I dear we say I will ye, and maybe obi ye say, no, and rat ye, a do one a do. And no idea woo ye, shen ye. Oh, yen tea and a young for being boy a boss near for being to your hoof. Near will say, apart from when you be a baby, so Tigana home, a particular day, we don't even say a particular day and away, you know, a so clear and simple, yet some craving because utumra, a year, who say, so omukoyen na omuka cope, you can say bill a man before we. The lawyers are co-presenting, over presenting, your face reasons are who feel say as I say your money bail what you say and sana my appeal no and your mokono or my rembrano and now my trod your metro ukwa judge no so what my why we say no reason no diaba and rano so be a dibu asem no and your opinion no and your lawyer nam not dream it's a judge no so be him rano maka say because of ABC no minti moon granting me bail. It's at the end of the day, me judge no crab and on say nipa maybe me time and answer me or the running a year, and that is what people are not getting. Also, lawyer, no inviting lawyer, no. She was Debia, and sometimes it's here, and who say, why frustrated cry? Because all who send your other simplify at the end. Yet the run a year, and your opinions. Oh, the other with James, I have so we not quiet. Who court? I have your visit to you because I am not moving to the public. And you put to me nothing. Just say, you're so educated. Now, send your case you hold no one. Lawyer for bobo. Now, prosecutor no so no so then evidence. Abba, no so per se or not the on there or not the say or pen law no be near the affirmation. And it's up to say, look, I don't think say Agradaa lawyers have done that. It's not just a run a tour. Into na ye BBS, I see a yashi, ye could be PS, I see a yashi, your conduct, ye BPA. Into James, the American.
Match it, Meso Medasi. Asda, Mpacho, Ubeti Miakasa.
You send for me, chair will be
Obia Joso, mamma.
Jemmy, Abra, me master Capra, me can say, only obi BBC na say. Obi anka manam favor odofo ana nipa na asam na to no that doesn't mean say your time sa word or time no ade a emu yedu then you can say oh ebia won pe na asem eno normal but sa o kasa obi time obi a yen time nipa keke unless say nipa no woni wo bibia emu yedu ena wo betimi akase wo time wo bi that particular word time ye use no said ye use no just like that ebia na mempe na asem ebia bibi na waye ne ha me ena medi ne ho yawo eno nkyere se obi time no obi eni ho time Agradaa because Agradaa obi eni mu no onye obi abusu eni de waye a enye ena mimi say meka ho asem eno nkyere se metan Agradaa obi eni ho time Agradaa that particular word ye use na mo hate no said the uncle for can bibi kakra bia na ya betro na you hate is too much. It's too much. Obi a time ni bia ye wish ni so obewu yan wish no say ne ho asem beba and moreover no Agra or a social media person so obi asem ne ba ya nka Agradaa ye nyina ye nemu no nka obeka bi ida say otan nipa ne nko obeka against nipa no odo nipa no so beba beka favor no enti so obi ka ne part of asamana that doesn't mean say nipa na tan Agradaa obi an tan Agradaa nji bibia de waye na enye no ye beka obi si ena bone na oyeye no sentence no edoso on deserve that sentence do no okwi abroad na ye man 5 years no but de ne boy sen de okwi akukọ okwi aponchi ye man 15 years no obi cry innocent asamna asile de na ko prison no oni mo hwe motor repair na no repair atai motor ono na onka ejuma na atai ye no ho oye innocent nso ye de ne koto mo 27 years chire na ye ho se oye innocent na ye no Agradaa ye nipa sen ye nyina obi aye nipa say yes seek pardon and justice bia Agradaa then obia wono nso oye innocent ana oye oba time ono nso o deserve so na fi no hye ne ma enti ono nso ye nyan no obi si Agradaa mfre obia obia wanko force obia so obia mra Ghana mpenimfo obia ni ho force so yesi yanto abamma no enti say ye mpenimfo no o ma anye bibi amaya yenka ya nso because o mun so man force yen one force obia nam one wa ma obia fia me force no so me investment nti ono so yenyae no ana na Ghana for ye hypocrite sir ye woni pano it's like ye woni panimu levels ye wo omu e wasemra di wo mu ena ye wo omu amra eni kwase di wo mu ye sasam ne efrini ne bai samia me gina he ena me ye dia gra ye ena ye di me courtroom nko bi ni ho beba beka bia ma me se oh yes remo munya no your batan bia yadia odwe ne ma ho first obatan bi obetua na mo bi ne menti say ya na mo a otu a ebetiti ne free won ne ma ho a o make sure say on to sa na mo no sa Agradaa adwe ne ma ho a nko obeye de amfa ne free ne ma ho o ye selfish nto odwe ne ho anwe ne ma ho ye nyina ye obatan uja wo ma eya utu kwanja wo ma eya ade biye betiti wa free wo ma ho enti no matter what wo obatan no wo na wo betoto wo niema sa ade na brabo na wo bo no enyi wo free wo ma ho na sa wo ye wa brabo biara na asase ayeti su nature no odi asem emra ne so na wo de wo wakatua na ema wa wo si obi ayeda obi tan obi ye no otan obi ya me this particular word say who can Agradaa say me kasa wo tan na I was like yente otan asiana because so be used to hate pass so be hate obi no it's not a dibi keke bia ye hu ni say ya grow just use say bia wo dislike no o mpe na asem na o kasa wo tan na come on obi ani otan Agradaa because Agradaa sika bebre ba wenya no ono nko na odi me say me ni bi me tan no den na meje dia oye na enya no eno no obetua soka me particular say dia ye me de emma mi mpiti Agradaa say Agradaa ye ne say oye above Ghana law and semi Agradaa dem 3 days ko be hu se Ghana emra wo ho na endi wa na endi wuntia because I can't remember that ye kobo appear bray say my ye reference eniama na waye no eno ena de na bewie ha se na wo do na nipa na de na wo ye no ka obema na hu se sis mesrew tiatia break that ye kobo appear na appear ho pram moja Agradaa na tender TV say wono se no wo ho a nko me de tie she appear ton e ma yesan page to ni mu asobatan enti sa niema we nyina sa appear no kofa sa video no na wo de kop ye ni evidence se wo na wo ma boys ne bo no na wo si wo ho anka wo kum na enko against wa na se wo do obi a o tamene mu a bomodin na soni mu enye se wo do ninti odi ye obi no you thought say wo do ninti odi ye obi ani pakro no de oyedua enne edru ono ne so no moja ba wo na wo support ni ni mu ahu se ye de boniche ahu se nipa eye nipa de no wode ye no no uni pain na nipa no ofamu nipa ho ye dream say sometimes you do level bia we thought to say wiase no eno ano no wiase no eno ano no by sister that do ama ni hu tententi bebra ye de hama epo ano ma ne kofo sa Agradaa ye innocent ya judge no odi asem no sorry to use this word onya bodamfo say obi ye innocent na yamfa evidence bi ama na oba ya na ose konsawam na kodansawam Ghana for mu ye nya atwem Keno Foriata, or no see your bad time, Timuniano. Where dear sick and where dear wedding. Or no see your bad time, more be unquestioning my name, Fanny Metum, and my name called that prison Yanema, because Agradaa your bad time, dear. And I'm gonna for any outcome, sir.
Madam Sam Pacho, Ubeti Miakasa. Psalm 34.
Good evening, Abutia.
Good evening.
As somebody dear, ya can be a dear ben. Me the kakra me can say, I will be a chenarkin. Na will be a can be a. We are say, yes, if Bonnie the dear, a soa catriano, and a wee. But na me who say, Obi can say, also one no. Ye ni mu grade be a woo. So be ko kunipa. Obi ko wi ade obi ni nyina the same nyina waye nioma bebre aye nyina menu mienu nyina ye ni tua waye nioma bebre na me go platform bi so na guy bi friend Isaac na wo say okona sorry na o ka say asori ho no akọ be 2 years na asori ma no Agradaa chi o musika pa say ebia o mo kwa sorry ni ade o chichechi o musika ni ade but me bisa say I don't know time no man for camera no and no wo chase Canada. I can say no I didn't on my video no. So what I say me maintain you because Agradaa or started so yes I did. Even Canada Japan ya papa Canada Japan be can san Ghana for ya so dey. Ya so dey because sa Agradaa be ye eniema ye pempen so see ya. Enipa ni bi mu na asoso ne so na wa be yesa so because o free time na o ye konfo no na o de beti asori no hwe na so de mo kai no ka enipa egu ho ekofo bebre koso mo kopesika o obu on ma wo kwaso de mo te wo se Agradaa be ka sika e de ama no so ho enti no e bibifo no ye ne akasa se ne ye tie no se ye ka se ye bu atan enti na Bible say mu nonko atan ye ka se ye bu atan a one in the way, but me no be no, ebia ye bonny gidigiti bi no. Ye way the same way na. So why ye bonny, but obeti aso dem wo no shut ade a onko tie preaching bia o but onko pesika wa Agradaa o. Guy ne be kan na me gina obi me refi sa platform ne refi kra. Ewie mo po aduma na me gina sa platform so. Ah guy na ka so I got na aso dem o get 2 years. So ono kura mpo declare ho say na ko ono so kwa ko pesika ni bi. So what I say? Yeah. Eti hwe ya dwen na eda ye tiri mo no. Eni won kotie se bia Agradaa ko nyame ase no wo ka won kotie o ne mo ko pesika. Oh, eti san ko fo we nyina se ye ka se ye tena se nya jegi a. Eni pa no wose for example say bia for 1 cedi beji a 2 cedi. Because I think say mo nyina we agronfo. Edi enti na banisa. Oh, what ya so de na sika wo bode we say ye se eni pa gihwi Omo kwatna sori mo nyina no de oye nyina oye joke no odi atam oye se nyina no enye preaching bi na ekoso enye nyame asem bi na oye kotie enye bibia na emom no enkwasasam saa na ebi mu ye obi wa sika pote ti no wo no so but they do they say wo jin konfo sika de obo bi dey so wo ba po but obi so to aye na be say every Sunday bi ko na wo ko disika wa Agradaa wo tie ka se ye jeji saa na ma we nyina wo Tina Bible no hwe dia wo se enjanji wonua me on sa se ba wadi boni e se otumi ko prison no ko dem na oba otumi ye we oba otumi enya dwen sa kira yi but se e ka se ye jeji do enne se wu lady be o ye nto le japade enya oh chase and some no obi aka different se e ka se ye jeji aboni ni wo bia ho obi so to aboni a wo de nya asem ketwa obi di boni wo suma se pa so eti no yanya e de na kwa bi ti e de be eti no I think say ye nyina yenya mu adwen sa kira na ife ya ka no ya mo ho by because and some you too much do no and some you Ghana for so tin can e Japan go wo de road san na mo hwe you and so still that's what the nipa be go be say you guy na e kan be say nipa go no just a wontimi nkan mpo omo nyina ko pesika omo nkotie nyame ase omo nyina omo ko pesika
oh that's all of them what the nipa ne no so oboa Obomucha, oh, Tamano, or Nipane Noso.
And so, I got the two to meet or taste Kama or taste Kama.
Or Musika on to one
one Biba sir. Naso, this will be Chenisika. And now won't Cheniska and your force.
Be patron. On young for so yes,
and your force. Yeah, now that way,
traffic muton, Yamano.
Yes, Agradaa Benau, so more Majisica. And quiet now, sister. Oh, dear, what was fun, near man, I'm a good them. Now I'm one who don't summon I
yes, or bad will be so when you're out to Abenya for so the Sunday, Tuesday. Who for so say, what can was okay, Miss Victoria, Menya, a year was a memo would say. No, about no pump, Melco,
Atadiaso.
Oh, 18 or yes, I'll be out for Quasso Codisca on one air trim for focal runner solid. On one end, and then Sikana or chair, and so Sikana the other bed go was say, or be a pesca hand, or be a pesca year, do not pesca your best school fees. There are 190, that was some memos can be. One Sabbath can be down a faco. Or buy a one farmer.
Now,
for 200, I'm bringing your phone. Mubenya 400 million, no match. Brano, but the Cabacas, or say, well, who's up video? Ah, Bray, who cuts one video, the baby, ya papa. Video for Bejina, or Momo, 10 million to make a woman can say 1,000, was it 1,000? Yeah, could dinner and chair 500, what could you 500 would you Musa, be man root 20, moon yes can be. Man root 20, moon yes can be. Ah, bra, as a man are walking. And more how would dinner Mukra, so no as I can say, made dinner too. Made dinner to me.
That was a woman I need blue fool. Or we ain't no woman in our son for now. Ghana holds now.
First, can I make good and
come on there for
one person can
be good at this one. And go be back home.
Oh, one which no.
And go be
that day na semisi no ti wheelchair mu no.
What is it?
Yes, so
no ti wheelchair mu no.
Me defend me Agradaa. Asema make am anya antima. Me defend
keke.
No, me defend me but me pass say. I from Sika Gale to I nationally or TE. Yeah, but what the when you pass warning. Yeah, but what the
oh say one thing
yeah no one city akwaji 2 city no. It's one use as 1 city go bet in kwadi a chichi Gale even can't tell you what we area one
because of government people like that
because of move from your mobile money. When you are mobile for first and
fear, Mamma send over Sika. I send almost come out the Mamma or the Agradaa for over
and call for any more when you're baby. See, I saw you work with Rafa. We say, "Come on, now, we are at a point."
Juma, that's what says I'm sorry, Negua, and what's it egu? Ah, one says I'd rather ask some no Mika and a pun in your soul judgment in Oya. Some whom say, I know when you're
too much.
Say I go court and say on the two was or you're guilty. The sentence. Bonnie, but what do you call court? I never want some near account. The answer my call to assembly account.
One thing near say, if we are see one, Obia ne na drenchre, into so be ban or chrene dia. Now what chere de at the end of the day no. Uyi bon sam crab jina ha, obenya ne dofo. Into so be ban or chrena dria, me ma drenchre mo bia attack, or chrena dream we are. Now one so what they would dear, any the winima ba, every a true one casa explanation no, will tell the person said this is what happened, this is what happened. Nani panaba benya bibia free mu. What ya see, so we ban or chrena dria. Ye mo bia kwan na on kire na dwe because ye nyina ya dwen entimi nko benkro okay favor kasai na ye wrap up ya
yo me cheche mu nyina na mesumi kakra metimi aka ne say Agradaa no why na dwen say Ghana what odnisika na wo bo aponya ne what odi ato Ghana mra nyina hwe so o twe camera sine ni mo hwe akukuduro ebi otimi nyade ekasa wo camera mu wondrin say ade a wo ye no ye betime ageli no wo ho senka Agradaa adwin say de o ye no ye betime ageli no ho a enkokoko to kra ba na say nko ntwe camera kra nsine ni etimi nkasa kukuduro so sa ya na mo say wo ma no ento omo ye ageli omo na ma na ye ageli omo no mu gumu no onto obi ani ba a waja na ofia wo da prison ho omo man omo prison ho no enti obi ani ba ana waja na ofie no akoda prison ho Agradaa o ye ni patron obi shegwo fu a wa bu omo ko ma jo omo sika de anya no say ya
ma me favor Mr. this platform there ye nka de ye ni evidence wa bu obi de Mr. obetimi aka say ensem a abeda bonte ankrofo keka bi ba say wa bu obi no sane dey say evidence ni munti no Mr. want to dey use the other public and say the ankrofo ba omo say wa ye no but we go ni straight for the sake of platform ninti
wa omo say wa ye no yeah se sia no Ghana mra ahwehwe mo aso ni mu na wode mra to the mra da na mo see wonku nipa na judgment ni doors no say obi ku nipa ye jele ni 15 years so for life in prison entene dia oya no o deserve say onya sa 15 years na judge ni hu no de man no na nko no kura dia oya na nkofo ka ho asem no na nka yesu hwe mra mu kura na ka 15 years nka eboro ete judge ni kura no wa ye ni favor ana wate so ama ni 15 years entene mo mayan ka ya no ntum se bia wo na nka Agradaa di wa enka sabe pepe no be behave enti sa wo nim se obi dia de we di una senya oda enfa bi ndi wunua enfa bi ndi wunua enti mo bi anja se Agradaa ni yes ni doso ene wa kunipa obi kunipa ye man 15 years nya yesi ni obeto mpa no saa na obeda so enti ni papa wo ye no enho aketua no oje no say born so a ehwo aketua na woje no mano asi
mate ye da se
na me ba to ye kan say ana yes no munim say bi obi kum nipa na obi wi ade nya ade amunim ana re no menim
obi kum nipa obi kum nipa
obi kum nipa
empacho yo
ma ewiase biem a obese wa kopem ni wuda me say obi kunipa ye for life okay no we are ye nya evidence say Agradaa ku a ene nka life no oko enti ye nya evidence say we odise kan anaze wa bo obi ekunu ni de Dear Brada no,
and we are there 15 years old.
That be say obi we are there a court no and the or judging na a decide based on any idea where we any evidence
10 to 25 years.
Okay.
Some 40 25 years. I'll call you no. And what did you say why you're born here and can different no. But pretty not guilty. It is all pretty not guilty. That's I'm running for and do guilty. And also a different issue.
And a different issue.
Okay. So be our coin or see I'm Sadia no my from so. And
Sikano ampa maje na my binums can be sign.
I'm getting so I am from Swa and only a jelina. Yeah, Jenny who because Nipana Jelly from Swat. But who can also on your bonnets and your way and who be a set them for one. I see a different sentence altogether.
Yes, and Medofo Ghana Casa, yeah.
Me pamucho, me pesa minchira maju, me we chire na matie bebre, me se mumu bebre mum ben mame no. Me betre maju kakra, me pamucho, muntie mi. Mami bi kan sembi be me mboni din. Se wa flooding crofo, asori adina e bae no no kware ni se. Wanya na adwin se o de sika ni ba be chire se. From Brana on board Mudabi, secret in his say, Opedom, and Ukana make a tremor. Opedom Abana, sorry. Me discani babetchen, for Benya interest, Abama, sorry. But one year not dream say, or discani babetchen, so be fancy cambra no fan boom, Dabi. I saw for the brain, I sick me for me back, for the brain, and me beat me pamucho, moon him assembling deep.
But I'm one in Casa. You
Mr. Amo, also a bassa, with your money London at Dorty point or Casavia, no.
Obinumudi, a yaw, Becca says, James are correct to be says, Obi Casobecca, only Mamina GB be a feeling same. And I said, you be some Madame Mupachamuti.
Mr. I program name say Mr. Amo, Madika Kase, say, Obi Casa.
Because if I'm not walking, that's why I be interrupted.
Okay. Mr. Amo, I didn't try. And one is a woman. Now what you do, Becca? I didn't try doesn't make any difference. Oh, we are not person Casa, no Wakasa. Yeah, nipa, ya didn't mean your back would die. Yeah, then you'll be having a different. To a Casavia, no one bomb.
Ya we chira ye tie munina munnim nipa e bia ofro kasa munnim no ade no so suffer bebre ya se na be ya o ma sorry be peja bonu ni de na akopeja enye se bia o ya ade ni se o okofrodi nkrofo da bi o ya ni se mi pedom o de scan betwidom enye se bia okofrodo nipa na akoye wrong why mistake won kan wo se onko ni sa won nyankopo na afrel se dom ni beba ebeba bonu na adwini se okay me discani bechira nkrofo bebrebe nya do no mo aba ma sorry no be wanya na adwini se okwakọ frauding nkrofo se me discani chira na ma frauding nkrofo dabi wo hwe video ni ya wa cheche bia ma obi no mo nso wahu bet ni nyina mu no se sia no asem no wa aban nsem muma yenye din na yen hwe de ebekwa akosi se akosi se ya mani bill biomu a na ya betina ho seni se be seni ya kasa no se sia ya nya obi na ma na ya fro so sister seni o kasa ma hu se ma me no wa ye obo bia wa ye obusuane bibo na obi bon di James kan bibi se ni platform ni so no oni evidence bi obi be kasa okay we akọ fraud obi bisa ni se James we bisa ni se evidence wo here obenya obi a kire na adwen be se obi no mu kasa for to say bia mami no omu process as a sister say ne o kan ye hu so evidence wo baby Why now? What fraud? No, your funny panny bra. Unya.
Ese na adwana na kase ye benya ni padi akọ. Kasa with eyi.
Ene dia kasa na benya ni padi akọ.
Oh, okay. And your James, who platform no so no mo ka, mo so menya evidence.
That me bacha any Mr. Why no wa view ni pakro profile because
me bacha wa no say
view ni pa ni profile na ne ko.
Uni pa be na obetimi anya no. E na me ka se basa dia. Ye benya ni pa mo akọ.
Mama membra asem we mu he muntie me. Na no maame brago se wan dey report from court. Maame Agradaa sentence na ye de ama no no. Eye court na decide the court na say ye mfa ne nko. Ana maame Agradaa so say ohu ni say court ni na ni yie. Sebi. Me kura meti he. Me amete he na me kan ma me nko wia obi kura na anya me mfa mama ye asem bi kura eye court. Eye court ni yako obi ani ho a onim asem ni mu no kura no ohwe nyame anim se ye de ni ko jail obeko. It's just common sense. Obi ebe find a way so be defending him. Anything na o lawyer de wo kwa onim say obe lusu but o koye de obe wini. Sana tinti onti min ko gintum say tinti na twan maye. Ko ogitum wan gintum mra ne da ho beko. Ena ebiem Mami Agradaa issue na ekoso no when it comes to sika gare ni saade na. Obi ani ho a onimu mrasi president MPP for betena so NDC for betena so one person omu taking it on and come taking it on the data upon the enkrofo ko tena radio station the bloggers ye eko he anko ba bia mami ya ode lawyers or report from court no say enkrofo na beba besu agu so eso time so say yanko court na nipa ni nkodi adanse a from ma yanya sa cases we so many times. Anything I make us say, let's deal with the situation on board. Abain and I said court say young funny but when it comes to Zigagaria, number of people offer or more they don't come. Say see I mo be made social media no journal. James me man platform on canning same bio beka. Then song near see one quarter. Me menya sem ma. And they were on board, you know, and court doesn't care, say, the way see why you way, yes, Agradaa, the way, they don't care. They evidence and they based on it. And yet they way see, they may know me no kwa de nim, they may know me no kwa yenim. And they said they yasha Agradaa, and court media and so all ye de na ye page and koshi mwana boa. Yeah. But I'm running ni and someone a yanti me and page and uncle. Enti dia mrana nkasa hwe mu a omo feel say
at that time sir nti no unia wo be kakra o kan ne kwa
yeah ana sesi across da me ne o kasai fresika gare victim say court aso yenko ne ade akye the person will be demanding money sa wo kura na be ka chen say hey na no ma me bragu ya o report sister na okokot odin sem ne baaye no o se na no kura wo frɛ obi so ono de kura mfa ne ho wa jai case na 3D.
Lady now was so we are good,
when you are not careful with some way, na debia meka, and nipa no ni suni ni bano, ada bontin de da. But court no, and who do you think is a Ghana for the social media? They don't know, they know. But yes, but the omu feel say a kwanya better honey. Wait there wa from let's take her on. But the many one me no nim any ni subani na 10 year ni there. And no, they will not come and tell you say nothing near the neko. I don't know who sukra be so court abre. Yet ha Mami Agradaa why ya firemen bebre, what true fire bebre. What is a court to say? What is a court to say? I'm finding court. The first time we near ye knew who she is. In your sir, et nipa one ye careful, who be dinechi. Now for say Ghana for disika garechi, didn't know be out to train or be a backing off. Ukwa is either enkosiaga and now one kasa you end up wasting your money. I don't think it's a ujina so krasen when you abre o kwa masika gare victims. Your fra wo ba ko mienu miensa. Obeka so you need to take your child to school. O wow personal things e was away.
Masika gare ni die o mu ni evidence because o mo mu ntwa video no dey this
kind of many case no any die ye nimu no say wo wanye careful you end up say because it's empanifo na ni abre na no ma me ne kasa no o say lawyers ni court judges no many abre on be monitor social media if you don't provide any good evidence enye yesi o Ugru Mami Agradaa mokra de omani bra no lawyers beba be siu abra wodem enti issue na ekoso no enye de mene wa me yonu nimo de ye ni mu dia ka me se ka agraya mfa ne nkokot kwan ka pagya ne ko shemu but emra ene ye de kasa so obi si wa bome obi si wa ye me wey obi si wa kunipa obi si wa ye say no they don't care.
Sis, I'm running busy with evidence. Without evidence, I'm running.
Evidence in why over there, you better what you will.
Sure. Unim Ghana for binum na ube. Me say Ghana ni nipa wode asem abeto anim. O di akire.
Make a funny thing be a show.
Di omachi ko dru court kra oma.
Leo Ghana na me cousin be not on watermelon. And ne boyfriend ya watermelon na the man is sentinel. On fan koja na on cotton. And omuti watermelon ni kia. And the kwa crown or cotton watermelon. Or the cotton watermelon. That be cotton watermelon in I know first so to class for the scanico is garina. The obenian what's in the boy Nisicano, Acomano. There are some very asico. And a beco sotium not tamusicane in a bag. And all the coy and a gracoji and a boys and a saboon goose so petty. That's how I cry. You feel to say, or be bomb the door. I'm very proud of serious. Maybe I don't know why I be sister. Me on I'm sorry, as a man. You should make us in no pass. And I was here on I'm there.
Yeah, for Yamano.
Me. The way I'm shame, I don't say we are wrong as a grana. And she know. Now, yes, you say, oh, yes, it was soon bold, baby. I will cockage. Or bank cry better watermelon. One friend, Mrs. Sister, my bank cry better watermelon. Grandma, come on,
or big money.
If I'm Joe, Mariam Pacho, Bim pay Wakasa, Mariam. Anya Wakasa, Mariam, some Ramuna.
Pacho, Mamma, Cabe Pacho. Mamma, every so was starting on. Would you can't say, Campbell sooner, or this car, and conform first car. Or this can come to this can go a year commercial. And Agradaa, yes, our commercial. Yenny penny and what a dream said the idea minimum your was sweet, your was hard dream. Tabby will be a while. I dear but chairman of this probably baby and any papa who as my any papa. I dear but chairman would you was I dear but you over Tabby and Yedi Crowini called the Tabby and the Crowini. It is a what TV one answer what was that we get the TV swoop. Not say, oh, but you know what say, Obiama, Betchiska, the 190, Obiamana, or move a chair. Or this kind of betrayal. Okay, you're cool. And you're for the brave solid. No more, oh, my dear, today, about Chaquaya. And you penny be a fire or a bit free, and your friend say. Says she. Grow up for soon yet you will no buy. Because $3 billion so bad. Or better be a 300 video. I said, oh, that's any paneba. That's a mammy, 1 month, sick and 1 farmer woman. 1 farmer woman, I'm doing sick, I mean, chess can a monko, Mignante. And to quabi anyhow. Be it in our finance of quite hard to music, I say. Yeah, but your coffee, I meant to say, 1,000. Munina, Muyeni part 20. So, Muni part 20 bam, 1,000 for Munya 20. Mubenya 400 million. 50 quarter, Munya 20, Munya 200 million. I don't know, yes, I did this. Can you hear so? Would you for what dream? I will feel so with your wood, yeah, as that, yeah, D. Apis can be well, for one opera. More music can it be. First canica won't be a one first canon, my woman. What's up, Pamo Messia, until I'm much of a Pamo Messia, And to me, the Agradaa, the Ukraine, me 15 years near the man, no. The young year, your bad time, God, and someone, or more hand the power 1 year, near Courtroom. And to me, the 15 years in the crime, dear Kisha. Agradaa was like a man, 50 years. Now, our first one, I know what this a year it didn't attempt a year near my gray, a young college, yeah. And see my best, yeah. Yabe hunkophobia, a bedroom rebina ya pombrewano. No, be so swap pass away a second Agradaa. And Tisania main and Tisamini Jiddy say, Sagrada, I didn't two no bar. Obey Jai Sanya main Nama and Colabio move flower and tables won't be swear. And they are full yet the way I may umbefa. Woman WhatsApp, woman be a woman. TikTok, woman. I hope I be a gromo. Echaniamana wo papa wo gira so ye enna pa me panimu wo sole no ba fa so fu bi eti wo wo di panimu bi eti wo wo di na tama na wa ka cho se minni wanu eti taniamana yenye se judge fo no mu omu nyama wo ye nyina eti bi kura na wasem ye yi se bi 30 years na wo so mo de ma or de ma wo particular beti ya consider okra ma be 2 years. As was showing you about just social media, if you are not pack up when you play, if you are not part of Agradaa, Casasa, new chronosun to me, and 24. No, Dinette, no, the demo. Sign in your Waya Tina or Wally as Yamano. Tan and you, I said, yeah, Nana Brown and new crew Casa, made a D castle. Now, or the demo, Sana no, Pebby, Manani Kuda Dano, and ye, and your man. Tino de Wally as Yaman, so betting I stay. Now me your life, no, dear, when I make Canam also the Jew who wait today, Eddie Amewale.
All right, Marian.
Your sister.
You,
maybe I make I go back to yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, my dinner let you be brave. A crown, a person, me can say. Mate, I say, a be more casa with passion and I say, they are on Agradaa side, but they almost mean you money. Fair enough. But I was here who say, we are senior one. We still have vulnerable people. No matter what you do, Uben you be a duty. Tell me, Gina, Unyame, so would this is coming magic. Now will be a added in a windy down. But yes, still, you get people who are very vulnerable. Or mube duty. Adia Agradaa ayena abato apaso ayi nyina ye kabi. Moma emrano na ye na dwuma. Obi nim nyansanse ne judge, and obi nim nyansanse ne lawyer. Agradaa na lawyer begina ho ka se. Agradaa timi ye nyoma bi onu kro mo fa kire frɛ no. Etu ne fo. Se ebe escalate u case no. Onfi Agradaa thought she was bigger than the law in Ghana. Nobody could take her on. Because assembly by be breakwa yes show to police. Maybe ni me bi mu assembly ayi wom, but they can't come out because I ferry am. They say it's back doors. And you know, so as nanu ya yo ha na I call court give to ya doye a case. Or by no be gina life. Say lawyer na nim say ka ku. Who does that? Osaba no sabi dini ho agro lawyer when you say ka ku de e ma ka you can't do that. Omu nyina omu tie bi. Omu hwe bi. It is a mrano enya no a let the law take its course. Yentina chire ni ahwe yenimu mrano nsene omu akọ school akọ study law. I've not done law. Omu na akoye. Nti mo ma mrano. Mrano na eya adwuma. Ma obi begina say obegina kwan ode penny power so nti na obechire sika. Who does that? Uye nyame asofo na uyi ufri nyame a. Ekwan fa so ji akra ni. So we discover bechire no omumra. Ghana omu ye nya from any wenu na agro no ye nkan ni wachi awse dondon mu ode pa. Se wo ko bi na yi wo a na aye vulnerable and wakoto sa trap no mu a na obehu se mekono ehihye pa. Enti bi de kakra meka ne se
ye de mra no na ye adwuma ye nyina ye lawyers ye judges de aba no ene ye di achi ne ye hwebi medam ase
that's mpacha obi wo last word obeka ya tena se 3 hours na ye wo match bi bo na ya san aba. Okay, all right, I think so. No asida mute ni ho. All right, abusuya aha abrewana na ready mame wo last word bi a obeka na ye besan aba bi. Okay, thank you. All right, nti abusuya aha ene edi dwumade ni nyina ebesi maami Agradaa update a course na ye de brewo na mark 2 na o court ho ena eno nso ye kokofa bae nti se wo afi no aba na wo pe full video na hwa wo betimi ahwe wo YouTube James TV se wahwe nso a ende na kyese eno ano no nti abusuya ye do bi ase wa bae na oni ye betena ase 3 hours nyame hira mo ball love no so nyame hira mo nyina YouTube and Facebook nyame hira mo nyina nti ye de dwumade no ebeba na wiye makra mo obi Pacha pesa obaso refi. Hello. Pacha pesa obaso. Pacha you quickly. Yeah, wrap up over me. Yeah.
Report we the pacha me. Enye Agradaa na some na ba beka. There's something going on Facebook. Me pacha facha me pa. Me say ya we program no people so many home pesa. Facha me. But say me do I asam ga kafa o video so to Emma Diamond respect home. So obi na obi more respect I won't pay on. So we see Facebook queen I mean they would need na be me no. Anya den more. And also pass over church my mingi go so over church my mingi there. You when me bra because go from me ni ya sa ye kan there. Bukomba ye kan. Mama calm down. Sa chimpanzee ina haji ko UK buko monki on na moye ne numa atwa papa so ina de mo this uncle fum me ni ba compare mama mi ke say omo is na for Facebook queen na what that mo mama mi de Facebook kwa na wa ba ho mo ba na respect on what nti wo do be more respect wo mpia na
ene mayanya no next program we say we international one pa nti misro enka wo pa me katena ohun na mafro na wa just me na wa mame diamond link na makwa akohwe na ye de eno aba unze we international issue a kofo wo so they don't want to hear about this things nti no wo de opa me wi a mefro na ya beken no na ye de eno aba second one why
Mate
medasi emisho okay enti abusuya we de me pamachew we de ebe fam mo mfa ncheme enhyada nka issue ne hunti no ye beko ne yakwa akotie de ye nua ba yika na ya hwese ye de beba ye kwa akoduedue mu ahwe se ye de beba ehun hia so na ya bo atu agunti no abusuya ye da mu nyina amase enti maami Agradaa ensensem na eguso nti ye ne de akire wo chena one Empress Gifty adoye noko fine ene noko tantalizer maami Agradaa noko Agradaa noko fine noko form you ochena ombehia de ebekwa kosi bia nso no me de bebremo on the 30th de no so me de bebremo Agradaa lawyers nso pie na se appeal na omo pe no se court ye ne intentem de mo nso a eno nso ye de bebremo nyame hira mu nyina makraw